the smooth operator. Shawty on repeat, I say sleep later. This another favor, consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air, fantasy a dream, real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless, learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless, so I'ma style on them. They washed up, it's a rap, throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them, otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue, get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a mind. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee, lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to look control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Caps, what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
For 27 years, I ain't gone for 28.
Oh, there they are. What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear. Got the homies Robo of Left Face over on Twitch. We got the homie Just Chris Cypher over on Just Chris Cypher, both YouTube and on TikTok. Technically, everybody's on everything, but you know how we do. You know how we do.
Yeah. What in the sugar honey icy? Sorry, I just noticed. What happened to your face? What's your facial hair? I just
So you reach that point where you don't really know what the hell to do with yourself.
Oh yeah. Remember when I had locks?
Yeah. So I had the facial hair equivalent of what you had, and I was just like, you know what?
Done.
I was gonna go full scorched earth, but I was like, nah. I'll just shave the sides and then let that grow back in.
Who am I thinking of? It's not Limp Bizkit. Is that the ska band who did the same thing? Got the same thing. No mustache, but the goatee.
I know. God damn it! I'm blanking.
Big Daddy something or
it
what
was
say? Papa Roach?
No, it was like.
Because I know Mike Shinoda had that same
thing.
He
did too. Yeah, no, he did too.
From Linkin Park. Mike Shinoda.
Yeah, Mike Shinoda. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's just wild to me. Just to to put a cultural, a pop cultural touchstone onto it. And I, honestly, I'm trying to think. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna tell you where it actually comes from for me. I don't know why I always thought this was cool. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. Like when I tell you, even people who are wrestling fans will be like, that's a choice. But no, I was always a fan of the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. And when he was in the Hart Foundation, his tag team partner was Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And I always liked his goatee because he would always be like, like fucking with it in the background, like Bret Hart's talking to Mean Gene Okerlund, and Jim Neidhart would be sitting in the back just like, yeah, because he always had it like at a point. Like he had like, which I try to do, like it kind of does it a little bit, but doesn't do it exactly the way I want.
You gotta grow it out,
I gotta get out a little bit more, but yeah, that's where that comes from. So there you go.
There you go. I mean, if anybody wanted a visual, there you go, right there in the chat.
That's it. That's it.
You know what's crazy? I saw it in your 90K video too. And I said the same thing to my phone when I saw like, oh, what is different from him? Then I was like, oh shit, the facial. By the way, congrats on the 90K.
Thank you. Hey, we're coming up. We are on the way and I say we because hey, it's us, baby. And here, actually, I have it right here. Let's y'all see what I'm talking about now.
Yeah,
that Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Like I don't have the mustache, but like I always wanted like the lower part of the
long. I know what I'm going for on my deal, keeping it short and then growing it out. Let's see how long I think I'll take it.
I'm going for the Jafar look. You know what I mean? From the OG Aladdin movie. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. You going for sexy Jafar? You going for that live action joint? All right.
Wait. Yeah, is it sexy Jafar or racist Jafar? Which one? Animated or live action?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna let the chat decide.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Let's go. Yeah, no, Elite X1 said Jim the Anvil Neidhart was the beard oil guy before this shit became like a real thing. That's kind of the funny thing. That's kind of the funny thing about all this is you don't really the inspirations for why you do things always come from the damnedest places. And so that's why I always say like people are gonna be like Jim the Anvil Neidhart, god damn. Like look, that's not only that, like he wasn't even like he was a big guy, but what I mean is like he wasn't even like a top tier guy. Like when Bret Hart like moved to main event status, Jim the Anvil Neidhart went right to the bottom of the card.
I'm letting you right now. I'm Googling everything you're saying right now.
That's cool. That's cool. You know what? Fact check me.
Oh no,
on everything.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
He's a young.
No. I was fucking with you. But
I'm actually the old head at my job, which is sad.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. So everybody's like, I think the oldest individual is, aside from the doctor, of course, I think she's 24. And
Really?
I have to explain like references and shit. And I'm like, don't do that. They call me old man sometimes, and I'm like,
I love, you know what I
this.
love? I love the like how references work with age groups, with generations, right?
Mhm.
So like I'm 43, Anteater is 36, right? So there's a pretty decent age gap there, but she's 36. She's not like a child, right? So so if we're talking like Bob's Burgers references, she'll get them, right? But my kids won't because they're 20. But she loves The Simpsons. This is wild. She fucking loves The Simpsons. She's seen every Simpson episode. She like, we have to watch the Halloween House of Horrors every Halloween. But as I watched them with her, I don't know how many episodes where I go, that's from Reservoir Dogs, or that's from
yeah.
And then she'll be like, oh, really? Oh, I thought that was from The Simpsons. I'm like, no, that's Simpsons doing a reference, but that's how you can tell the generation. Like she had never seen Falling Down, and so we saw Falling Down for the first time with Michael Douglas, and she goes, "This happened in The Simpsons. Now I get it."
It's like that moment she realizes it's a reference. Like it's a reference to something. Which I mean I appreciate that.
She's done it a couple times with music too. She goes, "Oh, that's from Drake." I'm like, I'm gonna go kill myself.
I remember when I was playing music on my phone, and the Carlos Santana Maria song came on. I'm like, oh, somebody did a remix to Wild Thoughts from Rihanna and DJ Khaled, and I was like, first, fuck up. Wait, did we just crash?
No. It some weird shit happened. Don't ignore it. Just that was a thing.
I had to explain what MySpace was back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Damn. Yep. Damn is right.
Getting mad because you had to change your top 10 friends and
oh man. That was tough. That's how you know who's fucking with you.
It used to be top 5, and that was way more stressful. And when they expanded it past, I was like, oh, thank God, I could put some other friends on there so they can stop being mad. And
bro, like the fact that people don't understand, like you had to know actual coding to change your profile layout. Like, nah, man, I had to explain that, and I promise.
Yeah,
I'm like, I remember MySpace. Like, no, you don't. You don't know. Everybody had a music career. I think I got like 2 or 3 reggaeton songs floating in the MySpace, hellhole, black hole. And I tried. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish this.
I was like, and I tried to look for them. And they don't exist. But also might be saving myself some embarrassment because
I bet
those songs so bad.
Did we? I was about to say I saw earlier. And because I was so busy like messing with shit. Did we look at Gokhan Shuri's baby's father's super chat? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice it. I think it was before I had.
It was probably. I think it was before we actually went live. Okay, I just want to make sure because it's my frame of reference, so I know exactly how far back I can go. So going back like a Bobby Womack's hairline. But he says Fruity Pebbles and strawberry lemonade edible is something else. Woo! How y'all doing?
Y'all remember my story last week? I'm staying away from that shit.
Dude, no, never again.
My fat ass. So here's the other part: is my fat ass would be like, "Damn, that tastes good as fuck."
He's like,
and it won't be because I want to get more high. It would be like, let me just get like one more. That shit was really good. Like, bro,
that's a spice to it. Bro, it has a little spice to it. I like it.
This man, this monster. Oh wait, you know what? Here, this might actually fix the problem that I think we are having right now. Let me see. We'll see. If it doesn't, then well, it just doesn't. It didn't fix it. Anyway, no, so for those that, if you probably figured it out by now, what I've been messing with is trying to get the live chat to show up on the screen. For whatever reason, it is choosing not to. So we're
Oh,
just
the
gonna
overlay, the OBS overlay.
yeah, it's I think I know what it is. I probably need to update it, and I'm looking at it now and it says there's an update, so we're just gonna grab that real quick. And
well, while you do that,
do that. Yeah,
go to the one. So Stomp 10 $4.99. Thank you. First of all, for all the super chats, appreciate you.
Yes.
Love it. If all three of you became Galactus, who would you choose to be your herald?
Like in real life or as a superhero? Because
well, you're Galactus.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying am I picking like fictional characters or which of the homies? Who are the homies of what I pick as my herald?
You can pick who you want. You could be you're Galactus, so comic book characters are game.
Okay,
but shit, maybe it's your mom. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
She will. What bullshit aside, she will be a good herald. He's like, mira, mijo, that planet over there, that's the one.
She'll be like, that's it. Get that one.
Get that. I talk shit, but my mom don't talk that way. I always give her the thickest of accent. She hates it.
The worst. Your mom has she's straight up American. If she has an accent, exactly. If she has an accent, it's from maybe Northeast or maybe Jersey or some shit. But it's every time you mira, hijo.
She hates all my skits. She does not support my content because she hates it. Why don't you put your father in these damn stupid ass videos? Well, because the video won't be fun. They'd be sad. Yeah, I mean,
damn. I mean, when you put it like that, shit.
To my point, my father would not be a good. Go ahead. Okay. So I'm gonna go anime. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna switch it up. Yeah, I mean, I'll go Vegeta as one of my heralds. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he will do a good job, and if he gets pissed off, he's blowing shit up, right?
Yeah, but Vegeta's probably blowing your ass up. You don't want a herald that can whoop your ass.
Well, no. Fair. He's also not the MC. Vegeta gets slaps around. You know what I mean? Goku might come and help his homie, but I feel like Vegeta will be a good herald of. You know what I mean? And if I promise him a promotion, and you know what I mean, how many heralds does Galactus has it for?
Oh, he technically he usually has.
Apocalypse.
Well, no. Galactus has had more than one herald at a time.
Okay.
So, Silver Surfer is the one that everyone knows, but there's also Nova, not to be confused with Richard Dick Rider. Nova, but just there's another character named Nova who's in there. Terrax, if I'm not Terrax the Terrible has also been a herald of Galactus. So I mean, yeah, it could be multiple ones. I mean, but
the Human Torch chick?
That was Nova.
Okay, that's not
okay. That was her. Yeah, that was her. Terrax was a big dude who had the Bobby Womack, but he also had but he had granite looking skin. So he was probably supposed to be a brother, but they just was nah, we can't have too many black folks running around here. So give him the granite skin.
That's where the Piccolo effect comes in.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. Well, hey, if you don't know what we're talking about, you should go watch the waving the red flag.
If you don't know what we're talking about, fake fan.
Fake fan. Yeah, fake. No, I'm
you know what we're talking about. Okay. I'll go with my one. How about you guys?
I'll let Robo. You can go first if you want.
I'm gonna keep it in continuity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna pick one that has already been one, but it's my favorite one. This is not original. I apologize, but I would have said something about Peter Parker, where that bitch would be bitching about missing his family and missing New York and Mary Jane. He would just get on my nerves with that.
I don't appreciate that.
I gotta find a loner. And I can't think of a better loner than the Punisher. So,
there you go.
I'm bringing the Punisher up, and he probably won't even be Cosmic Ghost Rider. It's not going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider Frank Castle. It's going to be the Frank Castle, the Punisher, Herald of Galactus.
There you go.
You mean the police loving, skull wearing Punisher?
Yeah. Super pro police. That's him.
Yeah. Actually, so I always like to share this because this is something that it's actually so. Every superhero for me has a moment. Like there's a moment that like that defines that character to me for the rest of my life. Like there's nothing you could show me that would probably change my opinion of the character after that point, right? So I don't know if you some people may or may not be familiar with this particular incident, but I believe it was, oh my god, yeah, it was, oh man, I think it was the Matthew Rosenberg run. It was a Matthew Rosenberg run on Punisher. And there is a scene. There's a scene where Punisher spots police officers.
Oh.
And guess what they have in like as a bumper, like not a bumper sticker, like like as a sticker on their car.
Yeah.
They have a decal on their
skull,
car.
yeah.
And yeah, it's the skull. And I love this. Here, I'm gonna blow this up just a little bit more. But yeah, it's a moment here where he's like, yeah, look at, yeah, man, we believe in you, man. We man, everything you do, man, keep doing it, man. We love you, dude. You are the best. And Frank's like, what is this bullshit? He doesn't say that. He says, what the hell is this? Yeah, it's the white equivalent. He's like, but no.
What damn hell is this shenanigans?
Not one incarnation, like
right? But like he said, and the guy's like, oh yeah, not all the cops, are down with are down, but man, there's some of us out here, man. Yeah, dude, we down, man. We ride with you, man. Yeah, so anything you need, we got you. And Frank takes the decal off the car.
This shit.
And he balls that shit up. Tears it up. And he says, and this is right, I always say for me, the definitive Captain America quote is, I stand for nothing except the dream. Like this is my definitive Punisher quote. It says, I'll say this once, we're not the same. You took an oath to uphold the law. You help people. I gave all that up a long time ago. You don't do what I do. Nobody does. You boys need a role model. His name is Captain America, and he'd be happy to have you. And that, not gonna lie, that was when I was like, I said, see, he gets it. He gets it.
I'm about to Punisher shirt. But I'm gonna have to add. I need that quote in the back too, because I don't want people mistaking me for
the Elite X1. The Elite X1 gets it.
He said that's the same. He's like, that's the same.
He gets it. He's like, well, I'm not gonna lie. As you're reading that out, I was thinking to myself,
they're the same.
I don't know. I think that writer might be a little bit too rosy lensed for me. He's like, you help people. I would have liked, he said, you're supposed to help people. That would have been nice.
Well, yeah, there is that. There's that. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But no, I look, I don't give a fuck about the police either. But but the sentiment I look at is that no cop is supposed to be admiring the Punisher, because that's something even Jerry Conway has said on multiple occasions. Like, Punisher is supposed to be an indictment of the criminal justice system, not something that you're supposed to hold up on a pedestal and be like, this is how it's supposed. Like, even shit like Punisher characters like Punisher, RoboCop, Judge Dredd,
Robo Strange.
Okay.
Yep.
He's like, yep, me too. He's like, yep, me too. But no, all of those characters are indictments of the criminal justice system.
That's
right. Even, I mean, and if we're even really being honest, even Batman is an indictment of the criminal justice system. The fact that he does, the fact that he gets special treatment. I find Punisher way less problematic than I find Batman. Batman
Really?
is 100%.
That's a whole conversation.
Maybe we might have that another day.
Yeah,
we might have that another day.
yeah.
It's
kind of-
but I will say it's
I'm having
largely.
now.
Well, no, I was gonna say the only thing I'll
I'm
say
just
is that it's largely just predicated on the fact that like Punisher knows what he does is wrong. Batman thinks what he does is justice.
Okay.
Like the people who love Punisher and want to be like Punisher, I find those people problematic.
Got it.
But
Okay,
like
no,
Punisher in and of himself is kind of like, I mean, would I be in favor of some white dude running around just killing people indiscriminately in the streets? Oh, I won't say indiscriminately, but killing people who he perceives as criminals indiscriminately in the streets? No, I wouldn't.
That was hard to say.
But if it's one of those deals where like if you tell me, hey, which guy would you be quicker to back? Would it be this rich white dude who thinks that his way is the only way, and rather than giving his millions, well, he doesn't have billions of dollars anymore, so we'll just say millions of dollars. Yeah, with his broke ass, like he's white broke. Let's be let's be real. He's white rich broke. That's what he is.
Right? Money broke.
But no, would I rather back this guy who has all this money that he could put into social justice programs and economic programs and police reform, but instead chooses to put on a multi-million-dollar technological suit to go out and beat the brakes off of mentally ill people? Or do you back up this other guy he ain't got no money, but yeah, he's out there fighting criminals. He doesn't really have a particular idea of who he is going after. He's not really targeting anyone in general. He's just targeting criminals, just period. Right. And he takes the law into his own hands, and he's the judge, jury, and executioner, which is problematic in and of itself. But he has no illusions that he's the bad guy.
Well, that's kind of why I like. So I've actually gone through this thought process a lot, right? Where we talk about, back when Jerry Conway went viral for calling out cops and saying that they don't have a right to use it, yada yada yada. And at the time, I'm like, fuck yeah, all right. But the more I thought about it, it kind of leads back to what LeadX1 said earlier. The more that I think about it, the more I realize I'm like, it kind of goes back to what I said about like people like who have like swastika tattoos and shit. Like I remember I was watching one of those on a stream one time. And you were there when he was talking about this dude, and he was like neo-Nazi, like don't give a fuck, saying all the neo-Nazi.
Oh
shit,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, remember. You know what? As I said, let me finish. Chat, let me finish. I said, I like that.
He's open about it.
You know what? That way, I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I wish everybody was like that. That way, I know exactly who you are, how to treat you, stay away from you, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But the fact that they try to weasel their way, I'm actually a good person. I'm actually a Christian, and they have to hide everything.
Yeah.
When cops started using the Punisher symbol, it was like, no, good. Let them.
Yeah, let him use it.
It's telling him on himself. It's telling him, we know who the Punisher is. That lets us know these motherfuckers don't actually care about the Constitution. They don't care about due process and shit. That's why they always get caught planting drugs. I don't want to make the whole show about this, but I'm just saying, like just like Elite X1 said, like actually, the reason they chose that symbol and they didn't choose Captain America. Fuck, they didn't even choose Batman. They chose the one who goes and kills motherfuckers because the system doesn't work, so I'm gonna kill you. That's what cops want to be.
Yeah, no, they want to be that's the thing. Yeah.
Judge Dredd. Yeah.
They want to be Judge Dredd. They want to be, they want to be like I said, and like I said, both are indictments of that. But I will also go as far as to say that when it comes to shit like that, I like my shit free range. I like my shit free range, out in the open, man. Oh yeah, no, like wait, were these Nestled? Were these Nestled eggs, or they use free range? They just drop these motherfuckers wherever they want? No, I want my shit out there because I'm not gonna lie. I love knowing where I stand with people. Like, I don't want to be like, I've been caught slipping like that. Like, talking, hanging out with folks, like, and then finding out later that, they secretly they're like fucking, Klansmen or like wannabe neo-Nazis or or some shit. You ain't about to catch me in the green room.
Shit.
You know, for the 10 people who saw that movie. For the 10 people who saw that amazing bit of survival horror.
Well,
you know, that's 12 including me. There you go. But no, to kind of get us more on track.
Let's do it.
Wraith X7 says, unless Disney / Lucasfilm slandered her or violated her contract, she doesn't have a case. And that kind of that's kind of where I stand on it too, honestly, because here's the thing. Let's get us where we need to be. Let's get us where we need to be. So man, this hurts me the most. I just want y'all to know this. But I want to preface everything I say here with I used to be a big fan of one Gina Carano. I remember this was this is probably like early aughts, or not, maybe late aughts, when they brought back American Gladiators. American Gladiators was a thing again for some inexplicable reason, but you know, hey, I'll take it. And Gina Carano was one of the female gladiators. She was Crush. And I was like, dude, she was one of my favorites. I was like, oh man, dude, she's awesome. Cause like, yeah, I knew she had an MMA background, and yeah, she just had a look about her. I was like, dude, she looks like a badass.
Yeah.
But,
and she was bad.
Oh yeah, no, dude.
We can say that.
Yeah, no. And look, I'm full disclosure. I got nothing to hide. Look, that woman was bad. Okay, look, she was that. Look, you know, we always, Carter and I would sometimes joke about a S tier white woman. Yeah, that was an S tier white woman. Okay,
yeah, and we're not gonna be weirdos, and we're not gonna be weirdos and harp on this for too long. But we're just gonna put it out there. I just want to say this one thing, and I see this shit a lot, especially on Twitter. I just want to say this one thing.
Yeah,
sometimes it wasn't one thing.
Sometimes people like to lie to themselves.
Yes.
I'm like, and there's a certain level of like cope, you know. It kind of goes back to what we were saying last week about EVS's art. I'm like, bro, he's a piece of shit. Stop. Just stop for a second. Same thing here. I'm like, look, got it.
He draws people weird.
You know?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Look, it's like I don't want to put anyone on blast, but I read a comic this week. A Marvel comic this week. I'm not going to say the name of it. I'm not going to put anyone on blast. The art in that book was suspect like a motherfucker.
Really?
Yes, there was some, like, and I don't mean, and when I say suspect, I don't mean that there was AI generated. I'm just saying that for an artist of the caliber who was drawing that comic, there were some moments I was like, man, these are rookie mistakes. Like these are like
you phoned it in type shit?
Yeah, it was like hella phoned in. Like there was shit that wasn't completely drawn in. I was like, bruh, like, I was like, I'll put it this way. It made me reevaluate how I judge myself.
Got it.
So carry on.
So in that same vein, I hear these people talk about like, Gina Carano, look like a man, she's ugly. I'm like, bro, stop. She should shut the fuck up. She's a dumbass. She's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's a baddie. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it at that.
Right?
Stop lying to yourselves.
Right? Like, please.
I to each their own. I don't know if I would say S tier, but she's bad. All right. But that's taste.
Yeah.
That's fair. You know what? I was gonna say something else, but you know what? We're not gonna stay in this too long. So, Blerd, what's the point?
So there you go. So some of you may or may not be aware. I don't know how you, if you aren't aware, then I feel like you've been living under a rock. But Gina Carano, she made her claim to fame in jumping from American Gladiators, rising up the ranks of MMA for a relatively short career by the standards of most other MMA people. And she wound up getting in on the Star Wars bandwagon. And it's kind of funny because I remember when this happened, like I was super excited about this. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
Gina Carano in Star Wars?
Yep.
Bro.
And she could act too. It wasn't like one of those stupid like, oh, MMA wrestler comes in to try acting and they suck. She was good at it. She
was good. I will even direct, like, okay, look, let's be real. Is she the best actress in the fucking world? No. God, no. She typically plays paper thin characters a lot of the times. Like, she was in Deadpool, the first Deadpool movie. And I mean, her lines, I think, shit. There were probably people in the background who had more lines than she did in that movie. And even the one movie that I think she did that was kind of like, you know, kind of a cut above a lot of other things, Haywire, that movie was only really good because of who was directing it. Let's just be real. And who she was acting opposite of, which was Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender can make anybody look good. Yeah, that's just what he does. That's what he does. But yeah,
ain't that flute scene.
Oh my god. Anyway, the
I was being for real too.
Oh no, I knew. Oh, I knew. But no, she did a good job. And what was so funny about this was that, like, you know, it seemed like, oh man, she's doing well. She was offered her own Disney Plus Star Wars spinoff series. They even spent time in, I believe it was the second season of Mandalorian, setting that shit up, like letting you know that, yeah, this woman's about to go run off and do her own thing. She's like, dude, y'all coming next fall, it's gonna be Gina Carano is
taken off.
Yeah, right,
taken
just like it that was what it was gonna be. But here was the problem. She decided to like
show her ass.
Dude, man, when I say show your ass, I mean show your ass. Like, I have,
shit with his whole chest.
Dude, I have never seen a motherfucker fuck the bag up so quick.
Chris Pratt's out here like, it's not hard.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
like, Chris Pratt is at some like ultra white, ultra MAGA ass church. Nobody said shit about him. He's like,
dude, just wear the merch and shut up. Like, that's what
he's like, so let's talk about this church. Can I get your opinion? I'll talk about Guardians of the Galaxy and Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one do
you want?
Can we? What about the president? I don't do that. I don't even own a Twitter.
What wearing like a white supremacist shirt?
well, no. Here's the thing that was so funny to me about it, though, is that, like, yeah, like, I guarantee you, people like Jared Leto, Chris Pratt, they were just sitting kind of like, you might want to shut the fuck up, man. You better fuck this bag all the way up.
Even old Flash dude's probably like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Ezra's like, I don't know.
Like, damn.
I wouldn't even do that.
He's like, what? He's like, look, man. He's like, he's like, don't do it. But no, it was weird because, like, if she was going on these crazy tirades, talking about being anti-mask, being anti-vaccine. I think she even said some out-of-pocket shit about Black Lives Matter.
You mean the correlation that being a Republican is the equivalent of being Jewish during the Holocaust?
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, dude.
It's like, bro, like, it's like.
That's going to the end there. That's what got her fired.
Yeah,
but there was shit who went up to that, talking about trans stuff, putting beep boop bop on her thing.
Yeah.
Reporting, talking about how the election fraud, like she basically before the ultimate tweet, which, you know, in case y'all want to trip down memory lane, this shit was already going MAGA. She was going MAGA from the start. And check this out though. While she was going MAGA, she was still getting these parts. She was okay. They were just like, hey, you just need to bring it down a little bit. This
was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Just collect a paycheck and just do your shit. And she was like, nah, I'm too big to fold. And then he got folded.
You got that picture?
Oh yeah, I got you right here. Boom, right here.
Look at that shit. Look at it.
Look, it's just like,
Yeah.
hey, look, this is like, so Jews were beaten in the streets,
Yeah.
not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors. Which, first off, let's be real here, it was both of them. But even
they're German Nazi supporting neighbors, correct?
yes, it's
like you said. She said that with her whole chest. Like she wrote this, she was proud. This was like, you know, like people are gonna rally behind me behind this. You know what I'm saying?
Like her publicist is like, hey, are you ready to do your check-in on what you can post? Oh no, I already posted up something. Oh, you mean you put it in the drafts?
No.
It's live. It's up.
It's in the ether.
Yeah. It's like, what? Oh, okay, man. You know what? It probably wasn't nothing big. It probably wasn't nothing big. And then next thing it'll come back like at 5 o'clock. Girl, what did you do? What were you doing? What are you doing?
Her people called their spouse back home like, hey, yeah, just go ahead and cancel that boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to make no payments.
Look, wait. And then like this whole thing is that she believes conservatives are the and I want to make sure no one's, because I want to be very clear here. I'm not saying this. She said this. She said that basically conservatives are the Jews of today. Yeah. That like being a conservative is equivalent of being a Jew in Nazi Germany. First
all
off,
the Germanys.
No. Second off, hell no.
Yeah.
No. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Shit that was being said, like that. This is how you know, like Gina's like she's gone. She's gone.
Yeah, she's gone
because this was some QAnon level shit that people had already been talking about. But the thing is that this was 2020, 2021. QAnon starts getting like starts ramping up, right? And this is like QAnon talking about how they're going to be coming to your homes. They're talking about when we needed more IRS people because of the backlog and taxes and yada yada yada. They interpreted that as they're hiring more federal agents and they're going to hide it as the scare tactic was the federal government is coming for you. If you are a conservative, if you are MAGA, you're about to get persecuted and sent to prison just for being a conservative, for being Christian, which is that's the whole persecution complex that they have. But this was fringe Twitter, just dumb shit, just weirdos, right? On the fringe. And here comes Gina Carano's ass taking this whole ass anti-Semitic, we're just like Jews, like with the Holocaust, this is what's gonna happen to us, and she makes that shit mainstream. And it's like, all right, and that was that.
Well, and then the thing that I found incredibly hilarious about this too was that she doubled down on this.
She trying to censor me.
Yeah, she doubled down on this shit, and I'll even leave I'll even leave this in here, but like because it was when she got, so basically she did all this shit, and let's be real here about one thing too, because Disney's culpable in this as well. It took a while for Disney to pull the trigger on firing her.
That's why I wanted to make clear.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to make clear that this has been going on for a while. All that other shit, talking about this, all that other shit with the masks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This shit was they ignored that shit for a while. It's like just like with the Epstein shit, right? It's like, oh, cool. I'm glad you arrested him, but hold on. You all knew about this for like 20 years? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No. We knew. And the thing is, whenever like even her castmate, and this is how you know that Disney put a gag order on this shit like beforehand, because here's the thing. Y'all remember when James Gunn got fired from Marvel because of those resurfaced tweets?
Tweets.
Those were tweets that he had already apologized for, like when he got hired. B, Disney knew about those tweets before they hired him. Because they vet people. They know. They knew about those tweets. And James Gunn has even insinuated as much when asked about it. So to say that, oh, Disney didn't find out until, the anti-Semitic stuff, that's bullshit. They knew, and they put a gag order on the Mandalorian cast because whenever Pedro Pascal was asked about it, he always gave a really weird, dodgy answer. Like he wanted to say something, but he couldn't. And like a lot of the other castmates, they would do the same thing. They're just like, or I don't, or they'll be like, oh, I haven't seen, or oh, I don't keep up with that sort of stuff,
That's
or
right,
I'm just here to promote the movie or the TV show that I'm here to promote. Like it was always like business, like corporate responses. But all of that said, she got fired, and it was like literally she went from Disney sugar to Disney shit like that.
Damn.
And
The reverse Jesus effect.
right? Like she went from sugar to shit. And the thing is like it got to the point where she can now only get roles in Daily Wire movies.
Yeah, making like $87 is crazy.
Yeah, like and actually I got one I got one pulled up here. This is a here's one. Let's
You know what I think? You know
So
what I
y'all-
think?
Y'all
Hold
like
on.
them anti-woke movies?
You know what I
like
think?
those?
I think Blerd is the Elite X one. I think like every time we see Blerd like typing something, he's pretending to be Elite X.
like I'm running off to go.
Yeah,
Let me-
you're
let me-
like I'm gonna chat to myself. I'm gonna make myself just a chat so I can chat to somebody else. I swear, you and him be like saying the same shit at the same time.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's impossible. It's impossible that it's like he's saying what you're saying or the vice versa because it's a delay. But you guys come out at the same time. I'm like,
You know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
crazy though?
this is weird as fuck,
Like,
actually.
I'm saying something out loud because I've been low key jealous. I'm like, yo, man. For
I was
years,
literally
me
about to bring up Terror on the Prairie.
yeah, literally, right? I'm legit jealous because I'm over here like me and Robo Solar brand us like we're the same person, just in different timelines and shit like that. But
Yeah.
you two are literally the same person.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
like I never seen
That you-
Blerd and Elite
you're like a little brother or something.
Right, no, Elite X, what he does, he said we're like the Mauler twins in Invincible. It's like, man, one of us is the clone. All right. One of us
Oh, I was
is
gonna say Batman and Batman of Zoronar, whatever
Some
bullshit
shit,
it is.
yeah. It's like I have control now.
I
But no, this movie, Terror on the Prairie, it opened to $804 at the domestic box office. Now, let me be clear. It only opened in like, I think one theater. So so that's still
Shapiro's house.
right. It was it was in Ben Shapiro's house. It was in Ben Shapoopy's house. And let's see, we got it
He's a
says
hyper now.
in North America, the film was an instant box office bomb. It opened on Friday, 5th June of exactly. But like it's one of those deals where like you look at this shit and it's like look, man, these movies that because what was the other one? What was the Lady Ballers? Lady Ballers was that was one of the reasons. And then what was it? The Jingle Smells. These movies don't make any money. These movies make no money. So this is what she is relegated to. She's having to work for films at the Daily Wire, and I guess she has some kind of she might have a podcast or something on there. I have no idea. Everyone at the Daily Wire seems to have a job doing something.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the point I'm looking at though is now, because her prospects have fallen on hard times, now she has decided she wants to sue Disney for wrongful termination. And here's the thing. I think she knows that she has no case.
You're right. This is relevance.
Yeah, this is for relevance.
That's right.
And Elon Musk probably
about to
really
say.
does believe that she has a case.
I literally was about to say that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like actually I'm gonna disagree. She might think initially she might have done this just for relevancy, but I think Elon Musk might have hyped her up so much that she might believe that she has a case.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no.
Is it-
I guarantee you, he's talked some shit.
Yeah.
Like he's talked some shit. She has no case. I could go ahead and tell you that right now. That heifer has no case. All right. She has no case. Because I'm gonna tell you what happens. Disney has ironclad fucking contracts. Anyone who has ever had a Disney contract and has gotten out of it, all of them have said the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits is airtight. They have you know what the in the Barbie movie, the how Will Ferrell's character had all those like associates and lawyers and so on and so forth. That's the level of lawyers that they have, only these are effective. Like, that's how many, it's literally like, if you, like, here, just because I want y'all to understand, like the jokes people always make about Nintendo, how Nintendo has ninjas.
Ninjas, yep.
Yeah, like they have ninjas out there that like, that are always.
Palworld debunked that.
Yeah, they don't, no, they do not have ninjas. Well, I don't know.
We'll see.
They might.
We'll see.
I don't know, man. It's so early, man.
The night is young.
The night is young. Look, Palworld has all like the studio, the devs have already been infiltrated. They just don't know it yet. Like it's gonna be that shit like in the samurai movies and animes where like the swordsman like rushes at the target and slices through them, and like
and you think you missed?
Yeah,
you think you missed?
Motherfuckers that had a whole 2 hour, like 10 episode conversation, and all of a sudden, dude's just like, it coughs up the blood, and all of a sudden, like, he's like, I cut you like 10 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Go to the
Zombie Mitch ain't shit.
Right.
Zombie Mitch ain't shit.
But no, like that is
okay. They would be petty enough to do that shit.
Yeah, no, they most certainly would.
In pennies.
Yeah, or worse, nickels. Because I don't know what's more inconvenient than seeing a nickel that you thought was a quarter.
Oh damn!
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw a check for a penny, like multiple checks for a penny, I'd be mad. I'd be so fucking mad. And that's probably what she can hope to get. But like we have already kind of seen the fruit of Disney's response already kind of playing out in the social discourse. Because this news is fresh. Like I think this news came out just a day or two ago. And,
I think it was yesterday.
Just yesterday. And Bob Iger has already barred this heifer up, and he didn't even say much. Like I've never
play that clip. Play that clip.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna look here. Here we go.
I love it. Hey, by the way, fuck billionaires. Fuck Bob Iger. But
Bob. First off. Let me preface this clip by saying yes, I agree. Fuck Bob Iger, and more importantly, fuck his stance on paying his employees.
100%.
That motherfucker is making tens of millions of dollars, and he doesn't write or act or hold a camera or key grip shit.
I don't want nobody to think this is he's standing Bob Iger. Hey, this is cool right here. You can have it's like you can have this one.
It's like, oh man, we're not standing a woke king or anything like that.
Yeah, right.
Like you know the 100 emoji when people say something like facts they beat 100, with him it's just like 99.
Yeah, it's like
99.
Cool. It's like a 000000000.
Yeah, that's good. That's what it is. It's flipped. It's 001. You're like, you can have one. Yeah, all right, you ain't getting 100. You're getting one.
Look, this was a bare minimum fucking response. But here, we got it pulled up right here.
I have to ask you about Elon Musk tweeting overnight that after funding a lawsuit from a fired Mandalorian actress against Disney, that he will fund any Disney employee that wants to sue you. What's your response to this?
None.
Look, that's the end of the clip.
That's it.
None.
He barred this bitch up in one word. None.
Next question.
He's like, and like, you know what it reminded me of? Y'all remember that shit Mariah Carey did? Where she was like, I don't know her.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if he would have said that, I'd have fell the fuck out.
Like who?
I'd have fell out. Like, dude.
She'll get her W-2 in the mail.
Look, I've never seen anyone get barred up like that.
You are.
Look, all that for a drop of clout.
That's a meme right there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But no, like here's the thing. She is in a position right now where she has a billionaire who, by the way, has lost a lot of money recently. In Elon Musk, who is willing to bankroll her. But here's the thing. This isn't going to go the way that Elon Musk thinks it's going to go. Well, for one, he's talking about how he's going to bankroll all this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if...
But it's going to become Twitter again.
Oh, dude. Well, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but you don't have to put the VX or whatever thing in Twitter anymore right now. So apparently they changed something like on the slick and didn't tell anybody.
I got a bot that does it in my Discord anyway automatically if anybody posts a Twitter an X.com deal. And I was going to take it off because it'll delete your post and then repost it as you with the VX Twitter. And I was going to take it off because well, they fixed it. I said they fixed it. But then I'm like, nah, I'm going to be petty. I don't want any X.com shit.
No.
If you try to share an X.com, it's going to become VX Twitter. And I'm just going to leave it like that.
Hey, you know what? You need to share with me what that bot is so I can put it in mind. But no, I just the thing that's funny to me about this is we already kind of saw how petty Disney was with Ron DeSantis when he was having his war against Disney in Florida. And they basically said, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to rework the rules of how this whole situation, this whole business arrangement works. And now you have no power over us. There you go. And matter of fact, you won't have any power until you're not even going to be alive to do anything about it anyway. And so
you owe me money, bitch.
Yeah.
And that was the caveat. And you owe me money, bitch.
Yeah. That is how petty Disney can be. So I can only imagine that a woman who, by the way, mind you, she is suing for, what was it? Is it $75,000 or $750,000?
Let's see.
I don't remember the exact dollar amount. But let's see here. It is
and not to get her car repossessed.
75,000?
75. Okay, first off, honey. No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Come on, that's sad as fuck,
dude.
He'll pull the shit out of his pocket like here. You
Look,
fucking peasant.
right?
You fucking,
wait a minute. Wait. Bob Iger could literally wipe his ass with $75,000.
All that shit up. He could lose it in couch cushions and never notice,
bro.
Dead ass.
Look,
that's wild.
Look.
What just gives him the opportunity to be petty? He's like, the best I can do is give you $800. That's all I have in my pocket right now.
So here's the thing that I find funny about this. You could have asked, like, if you'd have said 75 million, I'd have been like, okay, all right.
Cool.
She's asking for some money. You didn't even ask for the gross of the Marvels. You didn't even ask for the box office gross of the Marvels. You are wasting the court's time. Okay? The Marvels has made more money than what Gina Carano is asking for.
Oh, time out.
You're lawyers.
Wait.
We're talking.
I think, okay, so this is stupid. She is not wise. And the only reason why lawyers are backing her is because they're going to get paid. It's like, okay, we're going to lose this, but we're about to make some money off this idiot.
Oh, yeah.
The lawsuit is $75,000 and a court order reinstating her to the Mandalorian.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that part. I forgot.
I'm trying to get my job back.
Just like, give me my... Here's the thing, though. But you know what they're going to do? You know what Disney would do to be petty? I'm gonna tell you what I would do, and this is what Disney would probably do.
Kill her off.
Yeah, let's play. Let's say this is midnight in a perfect world for Gina Carano in this whole thing. They would literally be like, okay, cool, we'll bring her back. They would give her a show. They would green light a 6-episode season. They would put her in it. They would probably give it would probably have the lowest budget humanly possible, and then kill that bitch off. In that one fucking
like the
show.
Worst way, too.
Oh,
in the worst way. Like, she got her ass beat. They made her turn evil.
Yep.
And then the Jedi just keep whooping her ass. Six episodes. You know how like one of the things that they talk about with fucking what's your show? I'm brain farting right now. You fucking Goku and all that shit.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball Z. God damn. I knew that. Yeah, I know.
It's like,
what country is this? What year is this? No. So you know how one of the things they would do is in Dragon Ball Z is have a fight that lasts like a whole ass season.
Oh yeah.
That's what I would do with Gina Carano for 6 episodes. It would be one fight. It would just last for 6 episodes.
And it'll be like 10 different motherfuckers beating her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like little bit. Because kind of, you know what it reminded me, like how Disney, I feel like they would do it. You remember in Jurassic World when that one shorty, the one assistant that got murked in the most heinous way, like she got passed around.
She got killed by the most. It was like the Mosasaurus and the pterodactyls and shit.
And then at the end, it was just like, what the hell did she do to deserve that? Like they fucked her up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it's been.
She was the most inoffensive character too. Is the sad part. Like she was literally like. She was the most, like, I don't want to say she was like, you know, just so benign, but it was just like, dude, as far as like corporate characters go, I was like, I mean, damn, did she get caught saying the N-word like on Twitter or some shit?
Like I know Pitchman says like, hey, didn't you have an ex-girlfriend named there? Like,
did she say
you
something?
would never know.
Yeah. Like did she say something anti-Semitic and we just didn't know about it? God damn.
I don't think they fucked, like not even the T-Rex got, you know, and the T-Rex got jumped.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, damn, like they really. Anyways,
like she got passed around like honestly, she got passed around like a fucking joint. I was like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, hit that. Yeah. You get that too.
This shit is garbage, by the way.
Oh man, this is like this is a skunk. Oh man, here, go ahead. You get some of that too down there. The Mosasaurus just come up like, oh, Kool-Aid. Oh, boom, and just eat the bitch up and go swim off somewhere. And it's like what you do?
That's a short right there. Can we just say that? Like that's how the short should end.
I mean, I'm here for it. Oh, but yeah, so carry on.
Let me just say, God damn. Sorry, I don't need to be scrolling Twitter. Apparently, there's a picture of Kanye and his wife.
Oh,
Jake's Twitter.
Yeah, she always be having her titties out. Yeah.
Well, now it's not even a titty. You see it from the back, but it's a clear raincoat.
Yeah.
And she ain't wearing nothing else. That's wild. Anyways,
dude, I'm not gonna lie. He always
push the thumbnail.
I always feel like he is parading that woman around like that's his cave bitch or some shit. Like I don't. I'm just saying. I'm not saying she is, but like I mean, here I'm hit the button on myself. Yeah, my thoughts are my own, so don't blame them. However, I just want to say, putting it out there that every time I have seen this woman out in public with Kanye, he has got her dressed up. And by dressed up, I mean dressed down to the point where it's like, are you like, it reminds me of this girl who was like, so I used to date this chick.
You remind me of a girl.
Like there was a girl I used to date in high school and her stepsister had this boyfriend. We used to always mess with her and it was probably terrible to do this at the time. And I apologize for that. But we one day learned, because, you know, sisters talk to each other. And one day she shared this information with me. She was like, so my girlfriend was like, did you know this, you know, so-and-so, like, you know what, you notice how she's been wearing a lot of dresses lately? And I was like, I mean, no, not really. But I mean, now that you mention it, yeah, she wears like a dress almost like every fucking day. Like, and it's not like such a weird thing, but it was just the fact that she used to always complain about wearing dresses. So that's why it kind of stuck out to me. And like, you know why she's doing that? And I was like, no, what's up? It's because her boyfriend's making her. I was like, oh, well, he wants her to be like, my dumb ass at the time. We're talking about a 16, 17-year-old Blerd without fear at the time. And I was like, oh, like on some feminine shit. Like he wants her to like, he thinks she's, or she's not, ladylike enough or whatever. And she was like, nah, easy access. And I was like, oh.
All right.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. That. I was like, God damn, that's not where my mind was going right there. And that's what I think back to that conversation every time I see Kanye's wife. I'm like,
oh damn.
I'm like,
you know what? As the comedian of
I'm like, this is why he's doing it. Yeah.
I don't have a joke for this, so I'm gonna say tactfully quiet. So
Elite X1. I was gonna say something because yeah. Because he said Kanye used to do doing her like I see you used to do his wife Coco. I'm like, He loves the shit out that girl. I don't know, but he's talking about Darlene.
Right. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah,
But to get us back on message as far as like the Gina Carano shit goes.
Sorry, that's my fault.
No, you're good. Yeah, it's good to have a side. It's good to have them. No, it's good to have them. I'm serious. But no, I just find it funny because like the conservatives are real quick to jump on the Gina Carano bandwagon. When I remember, this was in the far flung year of 2020 and 2021, the far-flung past, you probably don't remember
centuries ago.
Yes. Oh, so many centuries ago. YouTube channels like The Quartering and Geeks and Gamers, they were flaming her character on The Mandalorian, talking about how it was calling the character of Cara Dune woke garbage. And yet now they are campaigning for this woman to get her job back.
Interesting how that works.
It's funny how, like, the other day you were watching a video, I think, I think there was some, I might be misremembering how this happened, but like, looking at like, the trajectory of like how people go from being on one side to being on the other, and it's usually just all like it's a grift, whatever it is. But like that's this is what this makes me think about is, you want your job back? You think you are going to get, like, first off, what, it's not even just that. It's the fact that as a part of her lawsuit, she is bringing up other people who have said stuff that was, either considered problematic or stuff that was just, people talking. Like, case in point, she brought up, and I'm going to be open and honest when I say this. She's not wrong. She's not wrong about this part. However, there's a subtle fucking difference. So some of you may or may not remember over the years that I've been doing this channel, especially since Black Panther Wakanda Forever has been a thing.
I'm about to bring her up.
Yeah.
I'm about to bring her up.
Yeah.
You look up too and everything.
Look, you knew what time, you knew what time it was, but look, let me put our girl on blast. Letitia Wright. She was out here saying some wild shit.
Yo, you know what? This brought me back to one of my favorite tweets from you. When you said, like, I've never seen nobody work so hard to not get Disney money.
Right.
And I've been saying that, like, a variation of that quote ever since. I actually had it queued up right here.
It's like, bruh, imagine living in a world where you are so comfortable in your financial situation that you're like, nah, I don't need that Disney money. I don't need that. Yeah, because here's the thing. Maybe some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about here. Maybe y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I want to make sure I'm very clear on everything that I'm trying to say here. When I say that Disney money, I'm not just talking about one check. I'm talking about checks in perpetuity. Because when you are a part of the Disney family, you are getting paid very likely for life, especially if what you are a part of is a franchise like
those residuals.
Yeah, like you're gonna be like, if you're getting Disney money, whether like case in point, let's use Star Wars as an example. Disney owns Star Wars. So that means for as long as they make Star Wars, you stand to get some money off those residuals. Now, Marvel is probably a little bit weirder about this, but like, yeah, if Marvel, they're owned by Disney. And so long as they're making Marvel movies, which they have no reason to not make Marvel movies right now.
Even the bombs are multi-million-dollar fucking successes.
Right. like they have had box office bombs that have literally become home video overnight successes.
Not only that though, like look how we
the Marvels. The Marvels. Yeah, thank you.
Look how we gauge the success of Marvel's movies. Like, what a loser! They didn't even crack $1 billion.
Right.
That's literally like, how dare they not crack up? Like, my G, it's $1 billion motherfucking.
And thank you. Xylism actually points this out, and I wish I could. Because it's not even the anti-COVID shit. Because here's the thing, and I think we talked about this on the Blerd Cave ways back too. Letitia Wright, I think this was all public knowledge. She had broken her arm or her collarbone, one of the two. And it was when she was filming an action sequence. So, and I remember the production on Wakanda Forever had to halt. And it was because, I mean, we know this now, it's because she's the fucking star. She was the fucking star of the movie. It was her shit. This is her fucking movie. This is her fucking film. Yes, it is a love letter to Chadwick Boseman and his passing, but she is, for all intents and purposes, the face of this movie and the face of this franchise potentially going forward. And we got to bear in mind, she's not American. She is a citizen of the UK. She had to go home because they filmed these movies in Atlanta. She had to go home to convalesce. And this is during travel ban time, which means you got to be vaccinated in order to get your ass on that plane and cross overseas. So considering the fact that she made it back to film the movie, I think it's safe to say she got that Fauci ouchie. Let's just go. Look, she went in that motherfucker like this.
Damn.
Look, she walked in that motherfucker with her head down, head wrapped and sad. But she
trying to get paid.
Look. But you know what she did? She got that jab.
she got tripped.
Look.
Her 5G reception immediately improved.
Right? Look, this
no
motherfucker
buffer time.
Right, she gets cell phone reception everywhere now, dude. Don't even play with her. Don't even play with her.
You don't even need her phone. Just be like right here.
Like, dude,
fuck the fiber optic. You know what I'm saying? Get the chip,
right, dude. She's on that fucking Ghost in the Shell. Like when you watch Ghost in the Shell, the motherfuckers be talking to each other. Their mouths don't be moving, but they talking because they in their minds talk. That's the shit she's on right now. Like I guarantee
you, that guy.
Yeah.
When you say Ghost in the Shell. I'm talking about the OG anime, the classic, not this Scarlett Johansson bullshit. Please continue.
No. Oh, first off, sir. I'm a gentleman.
I'm not checking.
I'm a gentleman. I'm talking about that plus this. I'm talking about that OG plus this.
Exactly. I'm not checking your car because I don't want nobody to hit me like, it's that guy from Fortnite bullshit. Like, no. Motherfucker.
No.
Appreciate the classics. This is
right.
not fucking Wild Thought. This is Maria.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana.
Hey, real quick. So over on the Twitch side, Mojo Quid, thanks for coming in. Exactly complaining about bad acting in Star Wars. Also want Carano back. Illuminati says damn near fuck both Disney and Netflix money because of Black Mirror. I just want to he had technical difficulties. Can't put the chat up on the screen, but we'll see you over on the Twitch side.
Yeah, we do see. But here's the thing. You have to look at the fact that she did what she had to do to secure that money. So I don't even care about the COVID shit anymore. She did say some problematic shit about vaccines. However, she also said some problematic shit about there were some comments that were made about Chadwick Boseman and retweeted some weird like wild shit,
transphobic shit, some other transphobic shit. It was weird.
Yeah,
but she was doing like I think what saved her honestly, and this is like, this is somewhere on the scale between Chris Pratt keeping his mouth shut, on the scale of Chris Pratt to Gina Carano. Letitia, I think she told that line for sure, right?
Yeah.
But here's what saved her. We were looking at retweets and likes and shit. And then she retweeted something and the church was a weird thing. And then they went into some trans shit and it's like, okay, here's the deal. You're going to get that shot. You didn't write the tweet. Okay, hey, retweets are not endorsements. I'm gonna need you to wrap up whatever shit's going on in your life and get back on set. And you know what she said? Okay, I'm not fucking up this bag. She was close, but Gina Carano out there. Gina Carano says, "Nah, fuck you. I want to fuck it up." I hate money. That's what she said.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say about this real quick is look,
give me a quick contact. Sorry,
there are protected classes out there, right? I mean, we got race, creed, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity. Right? There's a whole bunch of them. You know, it's not one. Political ideology.
No,
it is not one. It's not only is Disney a private company, and those contracts with regard to like you could fart in the wrong direction, and they go, "Hey, you farted in front of the Pope. It made the post. You're the face of the show. It's gonna hurt ratings. You're fired because you farted." And that'll be legit, because if they say that's going to make us look bad and it's going to cost the ratings in the show, look what happened with oh man, talk about show my age. For those of y'all who are old and your back hurts, Sinead O'Connor back in the 80s, same shit, right? She got dropped from labels all because she tore a picture of the Pope up, because it was in support of, I think, whatever was happening in Ireland or whatever the fuck. And so labels dropped her, agents dropped her, right? Why? Because of her political beliefs, because of her political stance. That's what happened with Gina Carano. And that shit is not, I can go get a job tomorrow and they find out that I call myself a socialist. They could say that I have a show that's, from a social perspective, and they go, you know what? Socialism is it's the same as Nazis to me, and you're fired because you're a socialist. And there ain't shit I could do about it, because political ideology is not a protected class. So Gina Carano is going to get fucked. I mean, she might get a settlement, but you know what that settlement is going to be? Like tens of thousands. Why? Because she asked for $75,000 and her job back. The job's not coming back, and she might get a point. Okay, you asked for 75, we'll give you 50. And she's going to walk away with 50,000, and the judge are going to be like, "Oh, we won. She won. They said, "Oh,
we defeated the woke agenda." Shut the fuck up. Sit your ass down. Take several seats. Nobody likes you. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like, stop the cap.
You know what?
Please.
To be fair, I think she will make more. She will make more money if she opens up a spicy site.
Someone actually said that earlier. I think at the beginning of the show.
like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like if she opens up a spicy site, I feel like. You have really nice eyebrows.
No. He's like,
I mean,
that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy, man.
I would never support that.
Man, who would go to that?
I'm only describing ironically, bro. Like, look, you see this shit?
I mean, shit. I mean, wait. Is she posting lewds, or is she doing like
that's actually a good question.
Yeah. I mean, not for me. Nah.
Fuck
out
Have you seen my wife? Nah.
We don't need that shit. By the way, unrelated, I'm gonna go check Reddit real quick.
But if you have a link, just make sure you post that link, and that way I know that I'm gonna put on my block list. I put in my firewall and be like, my computer's not giving me allowed to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'll do it for you. Yeah. I got you. All right, what's next on the docket?
Let's move along. So we got let's see. So yeah, this is when we can kind of jump in and out real quick. Yeah, because we talked about this earlier a little bit. We kind of alluded to this, but that Palworld, it is still out here. And
sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's be real. It's a Pokeball. Just.
By the way,
it's Pokeball. Stop.
That Dominican creator made like 2 very funny skits about this very phenomenon. I forgot his name. He's Dominican. You know what I mean?
Dreads, right? He has dreads.
I had actually. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That guy.
Yeah, I mean, like
I don't remember his name.
Go check out Just Chris Cypher. It's all one word, Just Chris Cypher.
He's like, okay, fine.
I feel like this bit's gonna go on for a little bit. Let's just
let's go ahead and bring it down gradually.
Actually, I'm glad you did though, because that joke ran dry immediately.
Well,
Damn, Captain Birdseye said I look like Ed from 90 Day Fiance. I could have not given that oxygen. I didn't have to say that out loud. But I'm gonna, because that's pretty funny though.
that is actually.
That's
Why does it look like?
I have no frame of reference. I have no frame of
That's
reference.
the dude. That's the dude with no neck. The dude. who-
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
He look like this.
Yeah.
Okay, take your shirt off. You got traps.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, look, don't hold me.
He's mistaken traps. He's mistaken traps for the no neck. I take it as a low key compliment because I'm like, oh shit, damn, I must be okay.
I must be Jack.
Look,
you
I'm
know
looking
what I'm saying?
good. I'm looking good.
Still yoked. Still
Hey.
yoked.
First of all, you're gorgeous, King. I'm just
Thank
letting you know.
Yes,
I'm
of
here for you.
course, of course.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying?
course.
I was
you are.
referring more to the hair.
Oh,
Hey,
there you
no,
go.
this guy's out here like, nah, how can I make this an insult?
Even, that's literally what happens. Like, whoa.
Well,
wait
I
a
like
minute.
his hair
Man.
too. His hair was beautiful, and I remember always thinking, I wish I had hair like Ed from 90 Day Fiance.
He did it.
There you
Those
go.
are called Puerto Rican locks. You did that. You did that too well. Oh,
So-
Anyway,
So check this out. I'm still in love with Palworld.
Yes.
I know Just Cypher said, nope, I'm gonna be addicted if I try this. So I said, not doing it. Blerd, you were there for a little bit, but
yeah.
the repetitive gameplay, a lot of the bugs, you're like, maybe you
Yeah.
come back, right? Maybe you'll come back.
Oh
later.
no, I mean, I'll still play. It's one of those things. I can't play it. Like, I'm in a weird spot where like I'm kind of right at the 40 level range, I think, or something like that, or just
Yeah.
underneath it or whatever. I think I did eventually get on and get level 40. But like I'm at that point now where it's like XP is slow, and it's like I literally have to go around like capturing the same fucking not
It's a
Pokemon
grind.
over and over. Like, it's more of a grind than a typical JRPG, and it's largely because it's an early access. And it's not the fault of the game itself. I mean, it is, I guess, technically the fault of the game itself. But I mean, it's not to say that the game itself is boring. It's just that I kind of feel like I've done a lot of the shit you can do in the. I felt the same way with Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out in early access. Like, there was a certain point where it's like, okay, well, I'm at a level right now where I can't fight all this shit that's in the game. Like, I'm getting wrecked because there's not enough shit for me to do to get the XP that is necessary to get to the level that I need to be. And even when I do, there were level caps on the early access shit. Like, I think at one point you couldn't even go past level 4. So it was like, yeah, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, there's a brick wall. I'll just come back later. They'll do like an update or something. I'll check in,
And they will.
And
they
yeah,
will.
it's not like it's not a knock on the game itself.
Right. No, so right now where we're at is that, this continues to be one of the biggest games on Steam right now. No pun intended, but it doesn't seem to be losing any steam, and it's still going. Updates are coming. A lot of shit that's going down with Palworld. It really is unprecedented. We saw something similar with the what's the wizard game, Hogwarts Legacy, right? And but Hogwarts Legacy saw that jump because of the political controversy and all that, and then we saw it taper off, and then now it's like not being talked about anymore.
Actually,
This-
was.
What's that?
It won like it outsold. It was still it was. Well, the thing is, it still was selling. Just no one was talking about it anymore. Like, 'cause
No,
there
but
was.
I'm talking about.
I guess we're-
I'm talking about concurrent users, right? So the
Oh
concurrent
well, no,
users
concurrent
dropped
users.
off.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a single player game. It's not a multiplayer game. So.
100%.
Yeah.
Palworld is still going. It's still going, and the numbers that Palworld has reached is they're at the numbers that Hogwarts Legacy reached for the year that it was out. It's just blowing up.
Yeah.
But the reason why we're talking about it, because we already talked about it last week. The reason why I bring it up again is because somebody might have ninjas, okay, and they ain't happy, and they're controlling the gaming journalism in Japan. And right now, and this is kind of wild. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Right now, like reviewers, content creators, people who rely, like the big ones, right? Like whatever Japan's IGN is, they're being told not to bring it up.
Mhm.
Talent
Yep.
is being told not to bring it up. don't talk about Palworld because they don't want to ruin their relationship with Nintendo and Pokemon in general.
I don't think.
Yeah.
You know
no,
what?
Elite
It's
X one
crazy.
said it. Famitsu.
Yeah,
Famitsu, yep.
Mainly. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think people realize because Nintendo marketed itself as like the family company of gaming, but they are some fucking bullies, bro. Like people like have short memory when it comes to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like I remember Nintendo put out a statement like or something that they were gonna YouTubers were not allowed to talk about their games or play them or stream them, right? They had Nintendo will send them a pre-approved list of games they can't talk about, and whatever money they made off those videos goes. I think Nintendo got like 80%, and YouTubers all together said like, "Bitch, we just not play your shit," and then they really got on the deal. But Nintendo is literally one of the biggest bullies when it comes down to the gaming sphere, because the ninja shit is real. Because these motherfuckers like will legit take something down for the most pettiest of shit.
Yeah, see, a lot of people, when it comes to corporations, you got, I don't know what the word would be for like, family and all that shit, like Nintendo does, but we see it like, we call it greenwashing, where you got like, oh, we care for the planet and blah 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 blah, right? Why? Because you put leaves on your logo because your packaging is literally green. Here's the thing: what's the in Cyberpunk? What's the faction with the Corpo? Let me tell you what, I don't give a fuck if it's Elon Musk or Nintendo or Bill Gates.
Or Bezos.
They're all corpo. They're all corpo. They're all billionaires. And it don't matter what country you're from. It don't matter what color your skin is. If you a billionaire, you're trash. And this right here is how people, including Disney, kind of flipping the switch a little bit because we gave Bob Iger his props at the beginning of the stream. But people like Disney, what they work is they figure out the loopholes, they figure out the wiggle room between the rules on monopolies, the laws on monopolies, and they figure out how to operate between that in that. And that's exactly what we're gonna watch Nintendo do to see if Palworld could wiggle out of this. But it's to maintain that monopoly that they have not seen maybe since Digimon, and even Digimon, maybe competed in animation for a little bit.
Yeah,
but still never competed in the card collection.
Or
they never got
people,
or anything outside of that animation. Let's get that out the way.
Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna say, Pocket Monster fans loved, like, there's a sector of those fans that love Digimon more than Pokemon, but Pokemon is a global. No, I'm just talking about like just period. But like Pokemon, Pokemon is a global juggernaut that just cannot be beat.
I think the best way to describe it is the same way people describe Mario. Mario is not a gaming character. Mario is a brand. Same thing as Pokemon. Pokemon is not a game. It's a brand. Anything that attached to that is the brand, right? Yeah. And I mean, when it comes down to like to your point, Blerd, about Digimon, I think the biggest reason why Digimon, Nintendo didn't go as hard is because Digimon couldn't hurt the brand.
That's it.
That's Palworld is.
That's the point right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
real quick,
they don't. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say something too that Elite X. I wanted to go back to something Elite X once said earlier, but I didn't have a good jumping in point. It was like double dutch. You kind of watch.
We gotta give more of those.
Yeah. But no,
I
do want to say, all that said, you can do something quietly. Hogwarts. Well, Palworld has. I think it's made like somewhere in the neighborhood, like in the millions. Hogwarts quietly made $1 billion last year. Let's not undersell that. It outsold Call of Duty last year, which that is a difficult feat to do because Call of Duty usually gets that bag every fucking year. So I don't want to minimize that.
It is a finished game, $70, $70 finished game.
A finished game that's actually on multiple platforms and even had a hate and pro campaign in its favor.
Right.
So I mean, as many people that boycotted it, there were just as many people who were playing it. And there were even people who boycotted it and were playing it on the slick. So it's kind of what's happening here with Palworld. You know what I mean? This controversy, it might have been the smartest thing they did. You know, like, because I remember when we talked about it last, we were giving them we were like, you know what, that is kind of fun. Why didn't they just make their own da-da-da-da? And I thought to myself, I'm thinking, damn, maybe that was actually a smart move to make them as similar as they could to Pokemon.
to get this ball started, to get people angry, to get Nintendo angry.
Well,
So
remember,
now
they released as a
you know
proof of
what I mean?
concept. The trailer, they had no game at first.
Mhm,
It was just a
mhm.
proof of concept that they put out. And because people
Yeah.
bit, they were like, okay, well, fuck it, we'll make the game. Because there's a market for it. So they
was
tested
literally a
those
meme.
waters first. Yeah, no, it was a
It was literally a meme.
that turned into a reality.
Yeah, because like
That's
the
it.
video that went viral, it's like, oh, it literally said like the game Nintendo will never make.
Right.
That was
Pokemon
literally-
guns for years.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
look,
man,
all right,
even.
y'all. We have to stop. We have to stop talking about Palworld. We have to actually talk about some
Right.
real, like, actually, like, hardcore
Yeah.
gamer shit.
So-
So, y'all,
Yeah.
we're about to talk about The Sims. Okay, we're about to
Yeah.
talk about.
Actually, there's a DLC coming out for Animal Crossing that we're about to start talking about. So
Yeah, but
it's the Palworld expansion. It's the Palworld expansion.
Isabel has a gun.
Animal Crossing guns.
It's like, hey,
Shit, I might play that.
look, Tom Nook coming up on
would.
you like, yeah, man, where my coins
Yeah.
at, pimp? Where my coins at? You got my shit?
Like, hey, yo, oh, so you got money to buy new nest, but you can't pay your fucking rent? Get the fuck out the house.
Oh no, YTube noob, you said it perfectly. You said it perfectly. You said it perfectly. Palworld did what manga and anime generally does: copy popular shit, and that's
Yep.
like I challenge you. I challenge you. Open up Crunchyroll
Mhm.
and don't search for anything. Just scroll through all the anime they have on there.
It's like 3 shows.
Oh yeah, no, it's 3. Yeah,
It's like 3 shows. Yeah.
There's, I would even say 4. I would even be generous
Yeah, yeah.
and say 4. But those 4 shows are all either Jujutsu Kaisen or a Demon Slayer or a
See, but
Naruto.
Jujutsu Kaisen is just Jujutsu Kaisen is just Naruto.
Well, no,
No,
what it
literally,
is,
like,
Jujutsu
yeah.
Kaisen is if you took Bleach and Naruto and just mixed them together.
Uh-huh.
That's all it is.
Oh, like when JJK came out, everybody was calling it Ghostbuster Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Fucking
Bleach.
Gojo, it's Kakashi.
Well, no, Bleach. Bleach is nothing more than Yu Hakusho, but updated for a new generation. And Jujutsu
With a sword.
Kaisen, yeah, with a spirit sword instead of a spirit gun. And Jujutsu Kaisen is basically Bleach with hands. Oh, we
Yeah.
don't have no swords. You just throw hands.
You just throw hands,
Yeah,
literally.
that's it. Yeah, yeah. You got
Oh,
hands. Cool.
shit.
Well, man,
We
look.
got a left face user, first time chat, Gay Rice 72. Welcome to Nerds and Culture.
Hey! Or
Hey,
and actually, they come in with a very poignant comment that or a version of SAO, Sword Art Online. There's a lot of isekai. Yeah, because if it's not a clone of Naruto or a clone
of Dragon Ball.
of Dragon Ball or a clone of Bleach, it's a clone of Sword Art Online. And here's the funny, actually, I don't even like saying a clone of Sword Art Online because technically there were
Sword Art
isekai
Online was
before.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you had like there was stuff that was out before that, but still the sentiment is still the same.
That's right.
It's like the joke I make with my wife about the Taco Bell menu.
Mhm.
Taco Bell only has about 4 items on the menu.
Or ingredients, different
Four
shapes.
ingredients. Yeah.
But it's all remixed. Yeah, it's all remixed so that you like it's like, oh well, okay.
The illusion of choice.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, people also tend to forget. Like people are like, oh, the Naruto, the Hunter x Hunter, the JJKs. Remember back in the 80s and 90s where every anime was something with a mech?
Yeah. No, because
You had your
whatever's
Gundam,
popular.
your Code Geass,
Yeah.
your fucking Evangelion, all that shit. Like it was just
What was the
regular pretty boy.
what was the what was the other one that had a am I thinking
Had a
about
mech?
Gurren Lagann? Didn't Gurren Lagann have
Girl Lagann, yeah. Girl
Yeah,
Lagann was
Gurren
Dragon
Lagann-
Ball Z with mechs.
with mechs? Yeah. So,
Can I be honest though? Can I be
Yeah.
honest real quick?
yeah, go ahead, shoot. Be honest. Go off, King.
I feel like
I feel good.
we could really say this
Mm-hmm.
about all art, period.
Media.
Oh no,
1,000%.
100%.
How many
100%.
times has Macbeth been told? Lion King is
Yeah.
Macbeth. Like we have like probably 10 classic stories, maybe 7 or whatever it is,
Yeah,
a low
it's like
number of
7.
classic stories,
Maybe 8.
where it's like we just retell them over and over. There was a
Mhm.
TikTok I watched that did like it was not whatever you would call like Blink 182 or whatever, whatever kind
Like
of
pop
music
punk
called.
or whatever.
Yeah, pop punk, and they went through and played the same chord to the same tempo and sang like 20 different songs over it, and it was the same. It's
I
like
saw that video.
how many
AC/DC.
versions of Superman is there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many?
No.
We can just look at Marvel and DC and match them up. We can make the same memes that we did Pokemon with Palworld with Marvel and DC. Like I don't think anything's original.
Well,
anymore.
no. Nasty Nas said it best. There's nothing original under the sun. It's never what you do; it's how it's done. The thing is, AC/DC.
That's nice. I like that, by the way.
What's that?
That was nice. I like
I can't take credit for that. That's actually that's actually a bar from Nas.
No, I know. I know.
But
It's a deep cut though. I like it.
No. Hey, that's the same bar I've been repeating to myself every time somebody accused me, like, "Oh, you just gonna copy somebody else's video."
It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Okay, for seasoning.
Here's the thing though. I was actually, because for the full disclosure, and we're gonna read Gearless Mo's chat here in just a moment. But I was talking to a friend of mine by the name of Quinn McGowan, who, and in full disclosure, some of you have been following the journey of Blerd Without Fear creating his own comic, and I came to a realization one day, and it was a sad realization because it was the realization that I can only do so much. So what I mean by that is I decided that I'm not going to draw my comic anymore. I'm just going to write it, because that means there are whole weeks that go by where I don't work on the comics. I'm too busy trying to play catch up on videos for the channel, or I'm trying to get ready for live streams for the channel, or I'm trying to read shit so I can do videos for the channel. So I'm always like, there's always something going on. So I made the decision. How about this? The quality of the comic would just be better if there was one person who was solely dedicated to drawing it and one person who was solely dedicated to writing it and mapping out the story. So when I handed over my character Bible to one Quinn McGowan, he and I had a conversation. And that conversation was that, without going into the details of it, and I was actually happy he said it, because it's something I think too, but it's always better when other people understand exactly what you mean when you say something. And he was like, well, he would always refer to elements of the plot or characters with a shorthand, and that shorthand would usually be what the vibe of the thing gave him. So it would never be like, oh, well, this is blah, 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 like actually saying what it is. This is so-and-so thing. And it's not like a knock, because it's true.
Right.
This is that thing. Just like how we just said Jujutsu Kaisen is Naruto mixed with Bleach, mixed with Yu Hakusho, mixed with Dragon Ball. That's what it is.
You're just naming the most popular thing of that genre.
Right.
That's what you're doing.
Right. That's it. It's like if you say, hey, do you like, Streets of Rage? Oh, you mean that game that's like Final Fight? Or if you Battletoads, if you say hey, do you like fighting games? Yeah, I like Street Fighter. Yeah, I like Tekken. Oh, yeah, that's that. Or actually, I'll go a little bit differently. I'll say something more like a 2D fighter, like a Fighter Z, Fighter Z or something like that, or like a Guilty Gear. It'd be like, oh yeah, kind of like a Street Fighter style game where you two people on the same plane. It's not to say the Guilty Gear is Street Fighter. But that's what it looks like.
It's Blaze Blue.
Yeah, it's Blaze. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
People did that with MMOs and WoW all the time. Every MMO ever come out was going to be compared to WoW. Exactly. Because it's a genre, it's a vibe, like you said, and then you're naming the most popular thing.
Yeah, it's the reason why terms like Souls-like, roguelite exist. It's because they are. All these things are derivative of that one thing, and it's just calling attention to it. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say though, like in the same conversation, I think the only reason why it becomes a problem, it depends like if whatever new thing takes off to like a unprecedented state of popularity, and that's the only reason why it gets brought up and gets compared. And at the end of the day, though, you can make this argument like in regards to like the whole Palworld and Pokemon shit, bro. Pokemon is not as unique as your original as some people would like to believe it is. I mean, Monster Hunter exists. right? It's the same concept, except that I'm murking the monsters and making boots out of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Look, Illuminati said it. Gundam, that's a remake of Gundam. That's a remake from a different Gundam and Black Arrow. These things happen. Also, I want to give shout outs real quick because we do have a lot of stuff to go back here to look on.
Yes.
We got Gay Rights who subbed in at tier 1. Appreciate that.
We'll take it.
Yeah, out here, like for real, out here. We appreciate that. We've also got Gearless Mo out here with the Hunsky. Dropping the Hunsky bomb on us. I'm still gonna hit the Final Fantasy just because it's what we do. It's what we do. Even though it's not $99.99, but still that's a penny over. I don't give a damn. It's still max damage.
Texas.
But we got what says, let's be honest, Game Freak shit the bed for years. Now some fans made something fans wanted but never thought they would see. The Big N is now looking at Game Freak like, what is this? And remember, it's the meme that I think you, me, like all of us, we all circulated the clip from Iron Man, where he's like, where Obadiah Stane's like, he's talking to the guy. He's like, Tony Stark made this in a cave with scraps. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's like Palworld got made in a cave. With no money.
It's 3 motherfuckers, the developer team that look exactly like us. Like, hey, can we just give this Pikachu an AK?
Look, motherfuckers living off ramen. Like, I don't mean good ramen either. These motherfuckers are living off like that fucking box ramen, that ramen you get for like, it was a 15 cents a pack, 38 cents a pack, and putting hot dogs and shit in it and putting macaroni and shit with it just to get it to stick to their ribs. These motherfuckers ain't have no money. So yeah, we're gonna put some respect on their name. But also we got another one out here. We got Maneater out here with the 1999 super chat. Says y'all are original. No, you know what?
Thank you.
You're original, because that's how I respond to compliments.
You're welcome.
Don't say it. Stop. I know you're gonna say it.
Hey. First of all, you're welcome for the $6.66 from me. Apparently, I gotta give my money away. Our money away.
Oh, no. Also, Robo, thank you as well.
Hey, we generous in the Robo household.
Right.
Hey, don't move on. Let me go text my fiance to send $20 over.
Yeah, I need you to just deposit.
Just go ahead.
Manny's out here showing out.
I'll cash app you, okay? It's okay.
Yeah,
just send me.
Can you cash out me 20? Can you send me a hot 20 right quick, man? I'm in a bind. I thought you were streaming.
Why are you asking all these questions? Just have my back.
God damn, I hate it here. No,
Maneater works. I know.
I work hard for my money. Our money.
But Gearless Bo also hit us up again. We got another 1999 super chat. I had to get the nasty funk face with it. We got the world is a facsimile of its past under the guise of current events. Hey, and this is true. That's a bar.
Yeah,
that's a bar right there.
A bar.
You didn't even have to bar us up like that, but man, right. But yeah. Just don't make me spend 50. God damn.
Yeah, all right, calm down. Calm down. She works hard. Hey, hold on. She works really hard. That was not my money. That was our money. We'll talk about this. We'll talk.
She wants to send $50.
Y'all calm the fuck down.
He's like, wait. He's like,
I thought you was a feminist.
Look, Robo's like, shut the fuck up, goddamn.
That left face is leaning right. I see.
Look, hey, the rebrand, Robo Carano out here.
I'll subscribe.
She was. Nah.
He
asked me a question earlier. She was watching, what's the one, the sequel to Pearl? X, right?
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
If you ain't seen the movie X, there's a scene in there because there's a boyfriend-girlfriend thing going on where the girl who's in there too, I guess she's like doing camera work, she wants to be a part of the adult film scene. And then she does it. And then the boyfriend's all upset, right? And then Molly's like, what would you do if I did that? And I'll be like, I would leave you. We would get a divorce. And then she'd be like, oh, not so progressive, are we? Yeah. I'm like, look, I am. But there's some shit where I guess you could just call me Andrew Tate then. I don't know. Because nah.
Look, this is why I stay in my household. I'm progressive, but I'm also insecure.
Look, Nick,
I'm saying. I tell you all the time, I'm like, look, the thing that separates me like from Andrew Tate is I'm not gonna pretend like I'm right. Like, hey, I'll be wrong, but I'm gonna be wrong divorced. That's all I need. That's why I need to know.
Look, he gonna be sitting here with his Bugatti.
Yeah,
he's like,
me and my Bugatti will be gone.
Left face gotta go from left face to red pill TV. Like,
red pill TV.
Face.
I'm done. All right, you know what? On that note, I will say, because we're talking about some of the same shit. Real quick, we had some other sad news going on here. This one, because I feel like, because we brought up anime, we brought up video games. So these are two I feel like we can kind of jump in real quick. This is like more of a little public service announcement for me because as we were talking about anime earlier, I saw that something disturbing happened in the realm of anime. And for those of you who have been keeping up for a while, you may remember that Crunchyroll, which I don't know if a lot of y'all know this, is owned by Sony. And Sony and Crunchyroll basically bought the fuck up out of Funimation. And they were going to go through a merger. And it was understood that Funimation's, because here's the thing, this is, if you're wondering why was there two different anime streaming services, the reason why is because Crunchyroll largely dealt in subbed animes. Not to say they didn't have any dubbed, but like subbed was just their thing. That was more their stock and trade. Funimation dealt more in dubbed anime. And what happened was they got bought. They were going to be merged. Funimation's library merged into Crunchyroll's library, the digital library. And the funny thing about it was, it's also kind of why Crunchyroll's amount of dubbed anime had kind of skyrocketed almost seemingly overnight. And the whole deal, there were a lot of people waiting for the other shoe to drop on this. And now that shoe has dropped. And it will be on April the 2nd is when it's going to go into effect. And what they're doing is, so let me retract. Sony owns Funimation. Correction. But now they're all under the same umbrella. But says on April 2nd, as part of the previously announced merge of its catalog into Crunchyroll, annual price will increase to $100 per year. I don't remember exactly what it is right now. I don't pay for it by the year.
I think it's
like 60, 70, something like that.
Like $6.99, I think that's what it was.
Okay.
A month.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like for like a year. Like
a year, okay.
Yeah, I think it's like, I want to say it's like 70 or something like that, maybe. Or it might be 80 a year. Possibly. I'm not 100% on that. I have the little Lobby, like little $6 joint per month because I'm not balling like that. But yeah, the annual price is going to jump up to $100 per year, and users who purchased Funimation shows and films will sadly lose access to them. This is heartbreaking. For a lot of reasons, because, well, I don't have the biggest digital library of anime. Most of my shit is physical when it comes to anime. But this is a case study. And this is a case study in why you should not put all your eggs in one basket. I fell into that trap. I'll admit it. I fell into that fucking trap. where there was a solid several years where everything I bought digitally, because I was like, oh yeah, digitally, it's the way to go now. It's the move. But just in the wake of seeing all these streaming services either shut down, remove content, not give you any kind of viable way to watch something or keep something that you bought with your money for the same price, mind you, and in some cases more than what you would have paid if you would have bought it physically, I feel like a case has just been made for why you should lean towards buying things physically.
Yeah, it's crazy because people give me shit for buying stuff. But I actually buy physical games, like the games that I really want, because of 2 incidents that broke my heart. Because you can't get them legally. But Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, Activision owned the rights.
Yeah, didn't they? I thought they brought it back, but then they delisted it again.
They delisted it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so the only way you can get is, and those were great dungeon crawlers, probably like the ones I really like. And because I had those digitally, I can't access them. And
I said this before, but I will say this much: Sony, PlayStation, they got definitely PlayStation. I don't know that much about Xbox, Microsoft, but they got your number. They got your number because they have you could play shit offline, but they have a process for them to. There's still a digital license attached to your physical copy.
The disc,
The disc. You know what I mean? And I can't remember how it happened. I remember there was something like I needed an update or power went out or something weird happened one time. And I remember looking at the thing and I had a little lock symbol on it. I had the disc in there. What the fuck? I had to Google it and it was like, oh, sorry, it was a little. And see, here's the thing. They said it was a glitch on their side, but what it did was it exposed a glitch for what? A glitch in what? Like you have a way to lock me out of a game that I have a physical copy of. Yeah, but for when it comes to music and movies, though,
DRM,
that shit
like
is
a motherfucker.
DRM. People think DRM is just for digital shit. It is digital, but that shit'll get linked to your thing. And that's the way to fight piracy or whatever the fuck. But you know who doesn't have that shit? Movies. You know what I'm saying? You put that shit in a Blu-ray, get yourself a Blu-ray, especially an old one. That's just gonna play.
Well, and here's my thing. This is kind of why I even brought this up. Was like, because so for me, like I don't own much anime digitally. By comparison. So, and I think on Funimation, I only have one thing. I only have one thing digitally, and it is it's this. It's the Record of Lotus War. Record of Lotus War on Blu-ray, and it's only because I think pretty much it has both. It has both the original OVA, it has the original OVA, and it has the Chronicles of the Heroic Knight also like as a part of it. But it came with a digital code that gave me the digital version on Funimation. So basically, when April 2nd comes around, if for whatever reason I thought, well, it's all a part of the same ecosystem, I could just go on Crunchyroll and watch it. And technically, I have an account. Yeah, it won't transfer over, and I don't own it. I own this, but I don't own the actual like VOD version of it. Like streaming's one thing. You can stream to your heart's content. But if you're one of those people who doesn't stream, like you just bought it digitally so you could just watch it at your leisure or whatever, then you don't have that. And I don't feel like being beholden to a streaming service to watch something you paid for is a good business model. That is why.
Rip that shit.
Well, and here's the thing. I say this all the time. I do not promote piracy. However, if you are going to either not give me proper legal channels to purchase your content to own it and at a fair price, or B, you take away something from me that I fucking paid for. I'm not saying that I promote piracy, but I will go full One Piece like a motherfucker.
But
if you feel where I'm coming from,
bitch,
right? Arg, matey.
I guess if I'm gonna make a pun, Skull and Bones. I don't know, like.
Yes, I mean, I'm just saying. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that it's right. I feel like I should not have to, deal with shit like this. If I buy something, it's mine.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That shit
saying?
reminds me of Multiverses, the Warner Brother game, with like the Smash Brothers, but with like Warner Brother characters and stuff. And the game started bombing, and then they said like, well, it was actually an early access. We're gonna take away, release it, and it was supposed to release now, but people didn't get refunded for the battle passes. They didn't get refunded for the DLC characters and stuff like that. And the game is they just took it away, and I doubt Warner Brothers is gonna put it out again. And at that point, it's kind of like we talk about like the Palworlds or any games that is like online that has longevity, multiplayer and stuff like that. Like I hesitate to buy shit on it, like whether it's DLC skins, whatever the case may. You know what I mean? Because at some point they can just pull this. For example, I don't play this anymore and shit like that, but Apex has been on the chopping block for like 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like EA has been it's been rumored. EA, it's been data leaks about them cutting Apex, right? But there's so much, people have invested so much money, not even just time, just money on that game, that you telling me that if you get rid of it, that's it? I don't have access to none of the shit I pay for, not even on an offline, not even like on a shooting range, on a local, multiplayer type thing. That's it. I'm done. Whatever I put in is gone. That's ridiculous.
No, 100%. But you know what's not ridiculous?
Say it.
This $20 super chat from Don Helm. Or is it Heim? Don Heim. My bad. I didn't see it.
He's him.
The eyes. Don Heim says, I appreciate the work you guys do. Keep it going. Hey, we appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep it in the same vein, because some wild shit's going on with Xbox right now that I'm not even sure what the fuck is going on right now. Microsoft is out here, y'all. Microsoft's out here, just all kinds of crazy shit's going on. But there was a tweet, I believe, that came out, and it got people talking.
as people tend to do.
But so GameStop, they put out a graphic with a tweet, said, come play new Xbox games on Xbox Series S and X, and explore the benefits of Game Pass. It's free to join. Just choose from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. all local time. Find your participating location. They leave all the relevant links and hashtags. But the graphic itself says, join us on 2/10 for Xbox Demo Day. Come play Xbox games. And they say pretty much the same thing. But the difference in the statement is how the actual graphic words Game Pass. It doesn't say Xbox Game Pass. It just says Microsoft Game Pass, which got a lot of folks' wheels started turning, because, and I think Cypher, I've seen you talk about this before. There was a time when it seemed like Microsoft cared, especially this console cycle, they seem to care less about console sales and more about getting people into the Microsoft like Xbox ecosystem through Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I was going to say that PC Game Pass is definitely that. That was volumes.
Phil Spencer said himself, like, his goal is that anybody with a smart TV and an Xbox controller can play games. He wants to turn everybody into gamers and shit like that, but they're trying to incorporate the subscription model to any smart device. And you can see it happening, because I remember like with iPhone 15, one of the selling points is like, look how great it can stream games. You know what I mean? And like in high fidelity. Netflix are experimenting with games on their with the subscription service and stuff like that. Microsoft is going that route, because let's be real, they haven't not give a fuck about the quality of the games, but they always push Game Pass, right? And at this point, none of the shit that they have promoted, like I think what was the last that the original shit that they put out was Starfield. You know what I'm saying? And that was, you know what I mean? Insert your opinion on Starfield.
You talking about exclusive?
Exclusive, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
before we get into that, because I real quick, because I want you to talk about it, because I know you're real smart on this shit. Before we get into that, I want to make something clear.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bernie was going there, and then but we never made it there. It was actually bullshit.
It's a typo.
It was literally GameStop themselves putting that shit on their graphic.
Mm-hmm.
And,
oh yeah, 100%.
and there's some other shit too where we're talking about like not making consoles anymore. That's not a thing.
No, none of it's true. None of it's true.
What they're planning on doing is offering the license to allow other people to make the console. You're still buying an Xbox, but they might not be making it, or they're gonna allow other people to make it, right? It's still called the Microsoft Game Pass. This Jez Corden dude up on the screen is he's a managing editor to some video game magazine, and he's been like kind of debunking a lot of this shit. And then even talking about Gears of War going to PS5, stuff like that. A lot of these things are based off of, I won't say just guesswork. When you see things like oh, they're gonna allow Gears of War and some exclusives to be on PlayStation, it's based off of information like because of giving their licenses away to allow people to make Xbox, they're not gonna do exclusives anymore, and then you're kind of like going, this might mean that things like Halo might not be exclusive anymore. But the point is that calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
We'll see what the heck's fuck's going on, because
calm fuck down. Calm fuck down. Look,
okay,
the war is not over. The war is not over. Okay.
But I feel like it's reaching its end though.
So what I was gonna say was, as a factual, like as a data list of shit, these are the things that haven't been confirmed that people are stating as fact.
Yeah.
What you're about to talk about is still relevant. It doesn't contradict any of that, because I still agree with you. Like it does seem like Microsoft as a company is kind of like over the console war thing. And I'll be honest with you, when you look at Google trying to do what they're doing with the streaming gaming service that they they're trying to push for,
Stadia,
Stadia. Just the idea of streaming games in general. PlayStation putting out a new service that's like, we're not talking about digital buying like on Steam. We're talking about a streaming gaming service. It's like, I think more and more people are going away from console. Microsoft is kind of, I think it's just leading the way.
It's pioneering the move.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but I honestly think it makes sense for them to do that. I honestly think that it will be most like beneficial if the Game Pass service is spread across multiple platforms. And I'm not even because like, oh, Sony ponies or whatever, like Nintendo. Like I'm saying, if I think that's gonna benefit Microsoft way more than what's going on with them now. You know what I'm saying? If they can extend that service to multiple platforms, I think that would be the right move for them. Personally, that's what I think.
There's only one problem with that move. If their in-game is a streaming service for video games, the United States internet infrastructure would have to change dramatically across the fucking table. Because I don't know if anyone's ever tried to use like a streaming service to play a game.
Unless you got fiber, that's just not going to be.
And honestly, I think even with fiber, it's still kind of shitty. Like here's the thing. The best case scenario would be just give people the ability to download a game digitally and just play it straight off their console. Just do that if you're going to do it. And Sony technically has already had the infrastructure to do shit like that, period. They do it with, they've been doing it with PlayStation Plus for I don't know how long.
They did it with the Vita.
Yeah, they did it with the fucking Vita especially, but like they've been doing it since the Vita and the PlayStation 3. And Microsoft has the capacity to do it too. I know for a fact that they have. But like, at the end of the day, I don't think streaming a game is the way. Like, I will be happy for those that love it, but I will not be able to take that journey. Give me a console where I can actually physically have the thing on my hard drive and play it that way, as opposed to being reliant on a internet connection to be able to do it. It's just, it's one of those things that it'd be different if we had internet infrastructure, like, say, I don't know, like Japan or Korea or some shit, or other like more developed countries with their internet infrastructure. But like, yeah, with the way United States internet infrastructure is dog shit. Even having
doo-doo.
Yeah, even for fiber, like it's still like just kind of like, all right.
So that's all that is taken into account. That's assuming one thing, that they give a fuck. That's the end of my sentence. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Keep cooking.
Here's how it's gonna go. Okay. Here's how it always goes.
The Netflix route.
If there are enough people, right? So I get fiber. I'm a flex. I have fiber here, and mine I get about anywhere from 700 to about 1,000 megabits per second. I know Cypher's is even better because he's in Atlanta, which has a bigger hub and has more bandwidth. Oh my bad, Atlanta's big. It's not even in Atlanta. It's one of the 7,000 cities around it. New York, LA. Here's what it's going to boil down to. It's going to boil down to the bottom line. And if they think they can cut piracy, and the bottom line is like, okay, well, unfortunately, a lot of people in the Midwest can't really play this service, and they're gonna go, I don't give a fuck, because we made it streaming, which means the people don't need to go buy a $500 console, and so all the people who didn't buy a $500 console but are paying $80 a month for internet can play this. Now we're good. We got them. We make more money now, right? Because people always talk about this. They go about, oh well, you're not thinking about. Remember, I'm not saying this is right. I'm just talking about the reality. Oh, they don't care about the comic book reader, or they don't care about the art, the worker. Or they don't care about what people. Why did they cancel that show? People loved it. They canceled it because they made more money canceling it than making it. That's why. It's always about the bottom line. And if this streaming service can be made up by countries like Japan, Korea, that has that internet infrastructure, and then you look at metropolises like LA, New York, and if enough people there make it, they're like, look, I don't care if you have good enough internet or not. We're going to make more money going this route. And you know what proved what proof of concept is for that? Netflix, streaming services in general.
Y'all remember when back in the day, like companies like T-Mobile or fucking back in the day Sprint would be like, hey, if you sign with us, you get free Netflix for a year, or some shit like that. I can see them do that shit. Hey, if you sign up with us, man, we'll give you Game Pass for 3 months for free. And
I thought you said 3 months. You didn't even say a year. You said
nah,
3 months. Because Microsoft ain't coming up off that bag. Like, let's be
nah. Come on, I know who I'm talking about, but they are en route to become the next Sega.
I will. Yeah, no. They are. Like, I mean, look. I actually was gonna dig this shit out of my closet, but I'm not gonna, because that just would be too much work. But I remember the last Sega console very fondly, and both not fondly.
Dreamcast?
Yes, because I have two. I have two of them in my house. But I remember being like, I did a lot.
Screen.
Yeah, it had the little mini screen for your little.
I had a Dreamcast.
Yeah, it was, like I said,
about the damn controller.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. It was ahead. Well, and here's the funny thing. A lot of people don't know this, but when Microsoft made its first console, the original Xbox, they literally just took the Dreamcast infrastructure because they basically got it off of Sega.
Damn, they Palworld them.
Yeah, but it was willing though. It was willing though, because if you go back and look at the old Xbox, it was just a bigger fucking Dreamcast. It even had a lot of the games that Dreamcast used to or were going to put out had it have stayed. But yeah, it's
fun fact. One of the things that contributed to like the Dreamcast downfall was the fact that Sega didn't want to outsource their anti-piracy measures, and they wanted to use it in-house. Thus, it became the easiest console to pirate games from.
That too.
Yeah,
Also,
but-
Synergy is the preferred to place to go for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Also, was one of the few places you could play Capcom versus SNK 1 and Code Veronica up to a point.
And Code Veronica X was the. But to all that being said, like I remember, like Microsoft is showing the same symptoms that Sega was showing when it came down to like how they were like moving away from the console game and decided to become publisher. Right. The only difference. I mean, like the Xbox Series X, the Series S. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of people buy them. A lot of people that were Xbox S are reluctantly switching to PlayStation because of regardless of how you feel about the exclusive, the fact that the games are still coming out there. And even then, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? When it came down to like the Halos, lackluster, Starfield, lackluster, the only game that was successful from their exclusive line was the shadow drop of Hi-Fi Rush. Right?
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush actually did gangbusters.
I mean, and that was a shadow drop in quality game. It's a really good game, actually. But then you have your Starfield, you know what I mean? Lackluster. And then
you don't have any system sellers.
You know what I mean? Fable, we got a trailer, nothing. We've been waiting. I know me and Rob have been like waiting for Hellblade. You know what I mean? And not only that, Hellblade will be that game.
Almost a year out.
And Hellblade, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a system seller either. That's a niche title.
It very much is. And here's the thing: like if they tell me like, oh, Hellblade is gonna be console exclusive to Xbox, not gonna be on Game Pass, I will sit in that corner right there and just think, do I want to spend and get an Xbox?
I want that game. I've been talking about that shit for a long ass time. I'm not buying a console for that.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what you're mentioning though is indicative of a problem.
Yes.
I know too many motherfuckers who have Xboxes. They got Series X consoles. And they don't play them. They either boot that fucking PC up, or if they have a PlayStation, they boot that shit up. And that's it.
I'm not gonna lie. My son was clowning me earlier because he's like, I noticed my controller was gone in here. I was like, where the fuck am I? He goes, I got it. I was like, dang, you gonna ask me? He's like, I took it like a month ago. You don't even play that motherfucker.
Like be fucking for real, bro. Like
I'm like,
you have to call me out like that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It's like
yes, you have it.
He's out of line. He's right.
Yeah. I mean, right? It's like, I mean,
But to the point. Okay,
look,
so
wait.
talk.
He's like, wait. When I picked this motherfucker up, I had to go like. And shit was like a fucking artifact in Indiana Jones or some shit. Like, damn.
I'm over here giving shit like, dang, you got drift problems on the controller again. He's like, you don't, because you never play it. That
like you get drift problems by playing the console.
Yeah.
Like playing the game. With that being said, will you guys be opposed to like, well, what would be your opinion? Like, do you guys think Microsoft should make that move and just say, yo, let's fuck this console war. Let's just start making games and have motherfuckers pay for them.
Look, somebody set it up early. Exclusive. Damn, I wish I.
It was MB. I know
it was MB. Yeah,
yeah, it was
exclusive,
MB.
Exclusive
titles
N2B.
My bad. N2B 1986.
Yeah, so exclusive titles are anti-consumer. I had an argument, I think it was on Twitter, where it was like, I said, I don't even think exclusive titles should be up for Game of the Year. That's a personal opinion, might be a hot take, but it's like if you're gonna make it to where only a certain population can even play it, has a possibility of playing it, then how do I know that would have, how do you compete against these other games like this? So I'm like,
yeah,
and it's fine if. That's not a hard take. It's not a hill I would die on. I could be convinced otherwise, but I still think it's an arguable point, at least, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, in my position, if Xbox decides to expand its licensing, kind of the way Sega did, as long as Xbox doesn't die, which I don't see happening because
I doubt.
Here's the deal: Sega is Sega. Xbox is Microsoft.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that bitch ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And so without dying, I think it's actually going to be better for us as gamers to have another call what you want, a video game developer, whatever you want to call them, that's not sitting out there worrying about a stupid fucking console war. You know what I mean? That's playing on something that we've been doing since the 80s, 90s with Sega and Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody cares about that shit anymore.
Well,
not serious people.
Not serious people. Yeah, that's kind of Thank you for putting that caveat. I was gonna say I would disagree. But yeah, we're talking about serious people. They don't care.
Let me add one thing to that real quick. Sorry. Here's why I think the landscape is changing. I'll be quick. Is the reason why I say people care less because I think people caring it's been an age thing, and me and you, Blerd, are the first real gamer generation. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
We are the first real gamer generation because maybe my older uncles had like Atari, but their shit was.
It wasn't like this.
No. So we're the first. So when we were kids, this was the biggest thing because our elders looked at us like we're idiots. Like, you guys play video games. We are going to stay gamers, right? And my son is going to be a gamer. His son's going to be a gamer. And I think as the older people, as our generation continues to buy games, we don't care about console wars as much. The kids are always like, you know what I mean? Like 19-year-olds, 16-year-olds, you got that. Yeah. They're the ones still fighting about Android versus iPhone. I don't give a fuck about that either.
Yeah, no. Well, brand tribalism as a whole is terrible. Let's just go ahead. Full stop. It's
always funny to me how they fight so hard for multi-billion-dollar companies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's kind of more to my point. The only reason I am okay with brand, like not brand exclusivity, but like just game exclusive, or I guess technically still would be brand exclusivity. The reason why I'm okay with it is just for one reason and one reason only. There was a little game that came out a ways back, and it was called Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. And a lot of people complained because it was a Switch exclusive. And a lot of people were like, well, why can't PlayStation have it? Why can't Xbox have it? Why can't PC have it? And the reason that was given was that because the only people who were even willing, and I don't mean like it was like a thing where like, oh, they could have, but the devs didn't give them an opportunity. No. Multiple platforms were given the opportunity to have the game, to put some money towards this game being made. Nintendo was the only one who gave a shit enough to do it. And of course, if you are a company and you made a financial decision to back a developer to make a game, I think at that point, I feel like if you put money behind it, I feel like you're well within your right to say yay or nay. And let's be real, Microsoft does that shit too. They still do it, even though they say they aren't. Like, they only just recently kind of started warming up and being a little less cagey about whether Starfield, which honestly, I don't give a fuck if Starfield ever comes to any other platform, but they played cagey. Even Phil Spencer played cagey as fuck about whether or not that game would be on PlayStation ever at any point. And I think the only reason that it's even, the conversation around that's even changing is because right now, Starfield ain't making them numbers like they had hoped that it would make. So I feel like, it does suck. It is very anti-consumer. However, I'm not going to tell people what the fuck to do with their money either for or against.
No.
I'm like, that's your thing. Do your thing. I would love it if everything was on everything, but I'm not like one of those people that's just like, no, this is the way it should always be. Like, I'm just like, it is what it is at this point. I'm like,
I'm actually gonna say both as you because playing them games, right? They pulled off one of the best statements ever when it came down to the sequel to
Bayonetta. Yeah,
Bayonetta 2. And Fan was like, why is not Bayonetta coming out for Xbox? PlayStation, like, because nobody will pick it up. It was about to cancel. And he goes like, oh, but you don't love the fans, anti-consumerism. Like, bitch, if you love us, you'll buy when you play the game. Nobody wanted to pick it up. Nintendo was the only one. And when I saw that response, I was like, I'm gonna go pre-order this bitch.
Oh no, same thing with, not the exact same thing, but the Larian with Baldur's Gate 3. You know, because everybody was coming at Larry and saying, "Oh, you guys are just being greedy, not putting the game on Game Pass." But here's the thing: they put out a game at full price, and not even really at full price. Really, I don't even think the game was like I don't remember how much I paid for it, but
in early access, I think it was like $40.
Yeah, it was like $40, and I didn't have to pay anything extra for it when it finally released in full access. And here, matter of fact, just right now, I'm pulling up pulling up Steam like right now, and going to the Baldur's Gate Steam store page. And I really hate that it asked me for my fucking birthday every single fucking time I do this shit. But anyway, point of the matter is,
I don't understand how it doesn't just fucking remember.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, okay, so there's a reason behind it. It's because of some kind of law to protect minors. Gotcha. Because even the people at Steam, because I remember reading in the Steam thing, there was an employee from Valve that was like, "Yeah, we know it sucks. We have to do it too." That was their answer. But
I didn't know that.
$60.
That pisses me off.
It's $60. But here's the thing: at $60, you're getting a game that you could get easily 400 to 600, maybe fucking 1,000 hours out of worth of enjoyment.
Easily.
It's a full experience. There's no DLC. There's no hidden microtransactions. There's no scummy business practices. Yeah, like there's nothing that gatekeeps you away from being able to enjoy that game as much as you could possibly want to enjoy it. And Larian is not a AAA studio. They are an indie dev that just so happens to look like a AAA studio and puts out games on the level of a AAA studio. I am perfectly fucking okay with them saying that, yeah, we don't want to put this on your fucking service because we feel that we put in the work and deserve to get all our fucking coins. So yeah, I get it. If it was a perfect world, I would be fine. Here's the thing. You know what? If there was only one console, I'd be perfectly fine with it. Yeah. I don't need 3 different versions of a thing to play video games on. If there was some kind of pact that was laid out that said Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, they all came together and said, "Hey, this is the rule now. No 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consoles out here. We're just gonna have one console. Let's work together on something," and or whatever. I think that would be the best, honest opportunity for everybody involved, and just everybody gets to enjoy the game. Or if they decide they want to keep making consoles, hey, Sony, we're not going to have any more exclusivities. Microsoft, no more exclusivities. Nintendo's like, "Hey, look, you know what? Fuck it. Mario's on everything. Mario's on everything. Pokemon's on everything." That would be honestly the best case scenario for all parties. Treat it like PC. Yeah. Treat it like PC, where Nintendo is the same fucking shit that you could probably get from Microsoft or Sony. It's just if that's your preferred way to do something. Maybe it has a feature that the other two don't have. I think that's fine. But they're never gonna do that shit.
We reach an end time. If Big Daddy N says you know what?
Yeah.
Not even just Kirby or some shit Mario's gonna be on PlayStation. I promise you, the apocalypse is coming. Nintendo knows something that we don't. You know what I mean?
I'm an atheist and I agree.
Yeah. Elite X1 just said it. Microsoft, they had no faith in Baldur's Gate 3. They said it was a second-rate Stadia RPG.
That's the only reason right there. That's the only reason why I would say that I would not want a single console.
Because then you would not get games.
Yeah, 100%.
For that, yeah.
You need competition to promote innovation, right? And while capital, never mind, I ain't gonna go there. But it's
well, I mean, I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I personally want to be able to not exclusive. I don't like exclusives, but I do like the fact that it's okay, well, we're gonna give this game a go, and somebody is gonna pick up a game, and it's gonna be a Palworld, and people are gonna be like, that's just a clone. We're not doing that. And then and then they're gonna go, actually, we are, and then boom. That's how it should happen.
You know what? I'm gonna sing your tune right now. People that like to forget, Hellblade was an indie game.
Yeah, it was.
Right. You're right.
Microsoft bought Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory. They saw the success of that shit, and it was an indie game. Ori and the Blind Forest, another indie game. Microsoft picked that shit up. So again, it's always like after they see the success of something, like, oh, let's. But even then, they pick it up and then they shelve it, and that's what pisses me off.
Yeah, no, I don't like that shit.
You own Bethesda, Activision, but then just shelving all the shit that people want. You know what I mean? Like Hellblade should have been a fucking launch title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, I 1,000% agree with everything you are saying.
Look at that, and that's how you have a healthy conversation.
The 100.
100%.
That was when Blerd is doing production and talking at the same time, and he says, "Yep, I absolutely." That's the equivalent of the heart react on a text.
That's the equivalent of that's the equivalent of that's what's up.
I was buying Helldivers. That's what I was doing. Sorry.
Yeah,
but no,
that's what I gotta do. I gotta start downloading this shit.
But no, no. So for me, yeah, I'm in the same boat with both of y'all as far as I'm concerned. Oh wow, that's new. Sorry. They did this thing where I added the game to my cart, and it was like, "Do you want to add this to do you want to view your cart now?" And I was like, "That has never happened before."
That doesn't feel like I hate it.
Yeah, I don't. This is some new. Well, I think maybe on like the app, but like not in like the actual like desktop thing. It's never done that to me before. But that part's not important. That part's not important. The part that really is important is that for me, yeah. If they treated it like how PC builders and sellers treat their shit, where like how you can, get this brand of PC, or not really a brand, but like, a certain seller of a PC that'll have, maybe it'll be an 8, maybe like, this is the AMD over here. This is the Intel over here. Like they treated it like that shit, but like ultimately they can still do all the same shit. I'd be perfectly fine with it. Cause right now this is some PC Mac shit.
That's it.
This is some PC fucking Mac shit, and I don't think that is okay. I think that is bad. But yeah, if you treat that shit like, play Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, all 3 consoles play the exact same games. There's no major difference from them, maybe outside of maybe just minor little bullshit, but there's nothing that stops you from being able to play a game. You can literally go right now, say there's a digital store, or like you can go to a fucking GameStop and get 1 disc, and that disc works on either Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox or PC. Does not fucking matter. Because honestly, in this day and age, I think it's fucking stupid that all these games work off of x86 architecture, and we still... Bear with me on this one. We still have to wait for PC ports. Or the game comes out on PC, but yet for whatever reason, you could just take a PC game, just stick it in the Xbox or whatever thing. That is where I'm at on that. But yeah.
I'll say this much. Like, you just reminded me of like back in the golden age of the console wars, like the 6th generation of gaming. I remember Soul Calibur 2 had one of the best crossovers, and that if you get an Xbox, you get Spawn. If you get PlayStation, you get Hayachi. And if you get the GameCube, you get Link. And I'm like, same game, just that minor tweak. Hey, you get this character if you get this version. And I feel like that.
I mean, I feel like that's the kind of shit that you see in PCs, though. If you think about it.
Yeah, no, right? I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like graphical stuff, like the NVIDIA thing, like the NVIDIA auto replay thing with Hunt. If you got an NVIDIA. You can do that. If you got a different graphics card, well, you can still play Hunt, but you're not going to get that auto replay thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they have these little things like that, you know?
I think that would be perfectly fair. I mean, I'm always down to play Hunt. I mean, I'm also down to play Helldivers as well. I'd literally just purchased it.
You see, that's what happens when you're not the one streaming. That's just downloading and installing right now. I don't gotta worry about performance issues on this.
Yeah, no. See, and my shit's gonna be quick. So like, I don't have fiber, but like I have. Well, my internet is fast. I'll just put it that way.
It's okay. Yeah, you live in the city.
Yeah. My internet's fast.
I just go to work.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. He said, man, it's a fun.
I remember those days.
I know, right? Like,
it's like I fucking hate you.
You know how I feel like every time I go on Discord and I see like both of you guys with the green dot
And you're waking up,
Discord.
getting ready to go to work.
Oh no, and like it has like Blerd and Rob are playing something because there's right in the bottom right, and I know you guys are playing together. I feel like the Squidward meme when I'm looking in the window and I see SpongeBob and Patrick having fun. That's why I see like, I'm not gonna say good morning. Fuck these guys.
He's like, no. He's like, no. You know, he's not out. That's cool. That's cool. He's like, y'all out here doing stuff, having a good time. You know. Meanwhile, you know, I ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm just sitting here, you know, getting up at 6 a.m. to go to work.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get their bag, secure the bag, because every day I'm hustling.
Right,
Look,
right.
Meanwhile, y'all on hunt at 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Y'all on Palworld at 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Look, dog, he's like, man, fuck y'all.
That's me.
He's like, man,
you know what's
fuck
crazy?
y'all.
What makes it worse is that, like, I feel like that guy and kid, they didn't get permission to go out to the house party. And on Monday at school, he's like, yo, you missed the dopest session. So Robo was and I came like, support me. I was like, and like,
it was dope. You got to get this game. That's what it is.
At least he said, shit's wild. Them guys be on Palworld hiding from folks. No. See what happens is we get on Palworld and we just be doing random shit. We just be running around. Because I'm not gonna lie, the other day I ran by Elite X1's world, like his area, and I was like,
oh shit, yeah, that's right. He's in here. I was actually just about to say.
I was like, where is he?
he said we're hiding. He's in my dedicated server.
Yeah. Well, I was like,
it's time I thought that world was big as fuck.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard as fuck to keep up with people. Well, no, you know what it is? So here's what we learned about the game. Elite. We learned that unless you are in the same guild,
can't see shit.
You can't see each other. So, like,
I mean, he's got to know that because he's been on the same time as us against us. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. But it's funny to me because, and once again, this is just a criticism of the game, and then we're just gonna get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I feel like it makes no sense to be in a multiplayer situation. I've invited you to my world, or you invited me to yours, and for whatever reason, I cannot see you on the map. And also, if you die, I get no notification unless you yourself tell me you have been knocked out. I think
it doesn't even make sense to have. They have guilds, and you can't. It doesn't even make sense to have more than 2 people in the guild because it's all shared resources.
It's all shared resources. Well, no, and what he just said, he said, because I realized you need to put the pals back in the box before logging out, and that's true. That is true.
Lorene learned that lesson the hard way. She's in the server too. She goes, they're all starving, 2 are dead, and then they all have diseases. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you got to put them away.
Yeah, I left one out because I planned on coming back later, and then I forgot. So that pal's probably dead.
I got 2 out right now because I'm breeding Anubises.
There you go.
Anyway, hey, listen, that's the show, lady.
Oh what?
No, never mind.
What?
No, it's fine. I got excited because I just realized one of my favorite games got a demake and it's on Steam and it came out in November 2023. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna play with you guys.
Oh, what is it?
Fury. It's one of those indie titles and stuff. I'll send you the link and shit like that. I played it. It's a bullet hell game.
Wait. Fury
with an I.
Yeah, no, I know about it. I know that. I have that game. I don't have it on Steam, but I have it on other shit.
I've just noticed that there's a demake, right?
Yeah.
It looks amazing. And you guys might not see me this weekend.
How do you do a demake of that game though? I don't understand how that even works.
I'll send you the link.
We assumed he wouldn't be there. It's all right.
Yes. He's like,
we're used to disappointment right now.
He's like,
I don't know. I don't know how many times. You know what the last time was? The last time was, and this is actually, I'm being funny, but it's actually a true story. What game were we playing? Oh my God! What game? We were playing a game.
We were playing Myth Force.
Was that what? Yes, that's what it was.
We played Myth Force
together. And then L said, "Hey, can I join you guys? I'm gonna get this game." And I said, "I mean, you can, but Chris said he's gonna log on, and I don't want you to come on, and we're gonna kick you off." And she goes, "Okay, don't worry about it. Hit me up." Me and Blerd played without Chris the whole night because that dude never showed up.
it wasn't Mythworld. It was Lethal Company because I told you right off the
yes.
bat.
Yes,
Sure,
it was.
sure
It was
was.
Lethal Company.
I
It
told
was.
you straight off the bat when you saw me live. Like, Chris, you trying to hop on? I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, this is not my type of game. But it was Lethal Company.
I
Okay.
did get
I remember-
Dungeon Stalkers. I
Yeah,
did get
yeah,
Dungeon Stalkers and Dungeonborn. Ernie's not feeling them, but I'm feeling them. I like.
No,
it.
I didn't try Dungeon Stalkers. But
You
I
might like
played.
that one better.
No, probably not.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna try it out. But no, Dungeonborn. Man, I'm not gonna lie. The game is so slow. That game is so fucking slow, and
It gets fast quick. I don't like it because of it's a sweat. That when I messaged you and said you're not gonna like it,
okay.
it wasn't the speed.
Mm.
It's when we talk about sweats.
Yeah,
That shit was like, okay, I'm like, oh, there's people up there. All the other dudes were like, okay, cool. Immediately upon contact, but dead. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna log out now.
Yeah, no, I'm
and then,
good.
oh, you just gotta give it you just gotta level up. So I'm like, nah.
I'm good.
I'm like, these people out here one shot at me and shit. Like, I'm good.
Like, why do I feel
anyway.
like I'm in Call of Duty?
Yeah, this shit was wild. All right, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, that is the show. That is Nerds of Culture, episode 11. I appreciate you all for being out here. The watches, everything. What do you wanna shout at anything, Chris? What you guys going on? Just Chris Cypher, TikTok, YouTube. You just did some new videos, right?
Yep. I uploaded 3 videos this week. Skits are gonna come in every day. Not every day, excuse me, Monday, like Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays every week.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be skits.
Booyah.
That's what's up. You know where to find me. Left Face. It's a /Left Face on YouTube and then /Left Face TV on Twitch. The only thing I'm gonna say is this: we're trying to get the Instagram out, trying to get the Twitch, the Twitter out, but it's slow. You know how the algorithm goes. So there's a 100 and some odd of y'all in here. I'm gonna ask a favor. Okay, I'm gonna ask a favor. If you see Nerds of Culture tweet out something or a post, you might have already seen it. Maybe you were here. It's a clip. Can you just share a link? Do a retweet, share a link. Just do that. It's free. Because we're trying to get the IG and the Twitter rolling.
And the TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I don't have anything. I think I put out a couple of videos earlier today. Thundercats #1 coming tomorrow, and the next installment in the Black History Month character breakdowns. I think I'm probably going to try and have that up by Saturday or Sunday. Everyone seems to really like the Power Girl one I did, so I hope you like the next one. I've been trying to do a theme on these. I think last year I did like tech geniuses, because pretty much everyone I did a video about was someone who's like their whole thing was tech. Moon Girl Steel 1 and 2, so on and so forth. This year I haven't really just nailed down a theme, but I think it's going to ultimately just wind up being... I kind of want to make it, strong Black women in comics, and I think that's the way I want to go with it. But Ms. Terrific will be the next one. So that'll be a good fun, clean fun for everybody. And yeah, well, that's all I got. That said, for Robo of Left Face TV, for Cypher of Just Chris Cypher, I'm the Blerd Without Fear. And Gina Carano, you can go to hell.